and welcome to the channel. My name is Karshigo and this is the Goblin Cave, and we are live for our 12th episode of Waterdeep, of the Blades of Waterdeep, based off the Waterdeep Dragon Heist. We do have a missing secret episode from last week, and just a really quick, we had so many issues of the episode that I just couldn't upload it in any usable form from the 4 different versions that I have of it. So we will do a recap of what happened. There was only about an hour's worth of actual game, or less than an hour's worth of game that we got running. So we have all our cast here today. We have everyone, yay! Wow, there's so much enthusiasm. Every single... Yep, so much enthusiasm. You can speak, it's okay. You can tone down the music.
I guess.
Aww. So we'll do our introductions, and Trent, I think I always have you last, so we'll have you first today. Introducing yourself and your character and what you do, or things like that.
Sure. Okay, so I'm Treant Monk, and I play Lucky, the trickery cleric halfling who is starting to figure out that he's a cleric. He's almost there.
Oh my god.
He's halfway. Bozo kind of held him back for a while, but
I do my best.
I did like that you actually held him back, and you kind of,
I didn't do it on purpose.
That's what makes it better.
I know.
Yep. And Ursame?
Hi, I'm Ursula May, and I'm playing Beldoc Buckless, the arcane trickster rogue.
Okay. And Nick?
I'm Nick. I'm playing Dandelion, the human druid. Pronouns they, them.
And Bozo, the sensible person in the group, but also mysterious and dark. At least the character.
Well, yeah, I'm playing Castle, the human warlock, who is slowly working out a second plan to confuse everybody in the party.
I don't know if it's the party or if it's just me, because I've got no idea. But if
All
everyone
of the
else
above.
knows, okay. Because if everyone
Everybody
else
but
knows,
me.
I'm really pissed.
Castle's secretly chaotic.
Okay, so just a couple of things before we do the recap. The sound and music that we hear every week that we use on the script for this is from Syrinscape. Syrinscape.com is where you can find some amazing role-playing music. We are using the assets specifically for this campaign for Waterdeep Dragon Heist. They've got lots of different generic sound assets. They've got assets for Pathfinder as well. So Dungeons and Dragons, Pathfinder, Starfinder, Call of Cthulhu, as well as other generics and other game systems which I can't remember or I wouldn't be able to name. So they've got pretty much everything you can do. So check them out. They are amazing. I absolutely love it. They're not a sponsor. I just really, really like their stuff. And they're local, so I'm going to cross-promote them anyway. And if you see the little numbers above us here, if you donate $5 with the hashtag, the character name or the player name or even the colour, because they're all colour-coded, then you can give that person a chat dice. That chat dice is a D10, which they can use at any point in the game, whenever they need, for a attack roll, a saving throw, and I think a skill roll is the last one. If it's really, really... Well, I might be nice and actually even allow it for a death save, but in theory it is a save, but we'll see. So that's also there, and I think that's all our housekeeping. There's one thing I'd just like to bring up again. It's been a long time since we've said it, because we've been around for a while, and some of these people have been here for a few different games. So we always use the X card in the game, so if you are feeling uncomfortable, just say X card, and we'll move on. So just, yeah, if you ever feel uncomfortable with the scene or scenario, just say X card and we'll move on, and we'll just gloss over, and because we don't want people feeling uncomfortable or pushing people's boundaries in the wrong way. Pushing people's boundaries is what I actually try to do, but I try to keep within some area. So get you close. Like, yeah. But anyway. So if Anyway.
I feel uncomfortable with death saves.
Oh, no, that's going to be... Then we'll move on. You don't have any death saves and your character's just dead. Gotcha.
Never mind.
No?
Backfire.
No? Okay. Because your death saves is what's stopping you from being dead. If you don't want death saves, you're dead. Or at least the character is dead.
Can we just say we did and I succeeded at the death saves?
But that would be being nice. And where's the challenge? Where's the stress of like, oh my god, my character's
I hear stress isn't good for you.
Yes, stress isn't good for you as a constant thing in the background, but managing stress and learning to deal with loss, character loss, and grief and things like that allows you to deal with stresses and losses in the real world, in your real life.
I think she's uncomfortable with the idea of her character dying. Are you going to force that on her?
I'm not going to force it. I'm just going to see what the dice end up when I keep trying. I'm always shocked at the fact that the two halflings are the frontliners, or at least tend to go into the front line, so yeah. But anyway, we'll move on. So a quick recap of last week is that, really super quick, we had a lot of issues technically, but our characters discovered a map of Waterdeep with essentially just the wards of Waterdeep, and there was an X marking the spot in one of the wards and the word Castellanta on the back of the piece of paper or the parchment. The X marking the spot was in the City of the Dead, and before going to the City of the Dead to investigate, they instead brought all the bits and pieces of the Nimbarite to the Temple of Gond, the House of Many Hands, I believe. No, House of Inspired Hands, of course, and got their reward monetarily, which was 500 gold, and also their reward of items. So, who got what item? So, do you want to say what your characters got for your items? Nick, what did you get for your dog?
The stilts. Yes.
So
I will figure this out at some point, how to be a dog on top of these stilts.
Yes. So Dandelion was still a dog at this point, wild-shaped, and fought off everyone for the stilts, and was trying to fit them on in the actual Temple of Gond. Ursula, what did your character end up with?
I took the parachute.
Parachute? So
What was it called? Was it called that, or was it called something close to that?
Oh, I was just playing with the word parachute and playing with the pronunciation of parachute. That's all.
Okay.
That's all it
I
was.
took the parachute.
Yes. And Bozo, what did your character end up with?
I believe I have the self-lighting pipe.
And and the character doesn't smoke?
He might pick it up. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. Trent, what did your character end up with?
I can't remember for the life of me. Can't remember. I didn't write it down.
You can't
I think I lost it. I must have lost it.
Oh my. It's like, and this was, yeah. So, for most of the role playing, there was this barking going on all the time.
Oh yes, yes. Now I remember. the box that makes the sound of a puppy. Now I remember.
You want me to just open this door and recreate the sounds?
No, we're good. We're good.
I assume it's going to happen regardless.
Yeah. So you've got it's not just a puppy, but it's either a large dog or a small dog, and it can go for up to 8 hours, which is already, even last week, was that constant yap, 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 yap. And muffled in the backpack. But that's the 4 artifacts from the Temple of Gond that you've been gifted with. And so you're on your way, or you've headed to and found the X marks the spot. You found a mausoleum in the temple, or in the city of the dead. And the mausoleum was a small crypt with the name Castellanta emblazoned across the top. And that is where we find ourselves. Make sure, yep, we're on the right ones. There we go. And that is where we find yourselves.
Okay. And those are doors in front, I assume?
There are 2 big doors in the front.
And it was daytime, if I remember right.
It was daytime because she would refuse to do it at night time. As much as I tried.
And there's lots of people around?
There is. It's almost a picnic area.
I have an idea. So I go over
I have
here.
an idea too. As I pull out my stilts.
I go around here and up to here and over into this corner, and I find a good hiding spot. And then I set up the box. And then I set it on large dog, and I get it going.
So
Okay, I quickly put my stilts on and turn into a dog and try to stand on these stilts.
Distraction made.
So you turn into the dog and then try to put them on?
Yeah, I put them on as a person. I try to stand up and then go wild shape into a dog while standing on them.
Okay.
And do my best to stay standing.
Can I get a acrobatics just for the standing up for the first time on your stilts?
11.
Okay. So as you're standing up on your stilts, you try to lift with your ankles instead of your knees, and you stumble a little bit, and you're now leaning against the actual mausoleum itself, against the crypt. But you do manage to get up. You pull yourself up to a standing position, but you're very wonky. And you're having problems actually standing still.
I will turn into a dog now. Just stand, or like leaning against the thing and do it as a dog, my paws up against the wall. And I'll try to walk.
As you turn into a dog, all of the items that you're wearing get absorbed into the animal. And you're now a dog.
They still just disappear into my body.
Yes! It's written in Welsh shapes. Everything you're carrying.
It also does say I can choose. If it makes sense for the creature to wear it.
If it makes sense. That's a clause there. I think that's a pretty important clause.
Oh yeah, here it says. It can fall to the ground, it merges into my new form, or is worn by it. Equipment functions as normal, but it doesn't change size, shape to match the new form.
So if you've strapped it onto your legs, your new legs are a lot smaller, which means you're either falling 10 feet or you're absorbed into it. Which one would you like?
Well, I'd be falling anyway because it absorbed into me, so I'd fall.
You would fall. And you're falling 10 feet into the bushes. Take 4 damage. As a dog, though.
How much influence does a dog have?
I mean, I don't know, watching a dog fall 10 feet into bushes is pretty distracting.
It is. It is distracting, but
Oh, cool.
just
I
more...
still have 1 hit point left.
Hey!
I'm still a dog. So they just see this dog that's not barking, but they hear barking and stilts just in the bushes.
I have a feeling we're not going to get a better chance. So I head up and I check the doors.
Okay, you check the doors. They are locked.
I attempt to pick
Oh, how
the
are you
lock.
checking the doors? Are you just checking to see if they're open?
Yes.
Okay, they are locked.
Can I check to make sure it's not trapped?
So you're doing an investigation of the doors.
Yep.
Can I get an investigation, please?
Yeah, and I'll probably get lucky here.
Oh, well, okay. It's one of those, is it?
Wow.
Wow. So, front doors of the mausoleum.
Oh, I don't know why I had advantage clicked. But anyway. Yeah. Doesn't really matter. does it, at all.
I'm just checking the notes. It's really strange. I've got 2 detailed notes on each one because I've got these is where it splits into all the different things. So you got notes of the generic, and then you got notes of the specific season which we're using. Okay, so you don't believe that there's a trap.
All right, I'm going to attempt to pick the lock. There we go. I can't figure out this lock.
Nope.
Excellent.
Well, the thing is, what have me and Castle been doing? Just watching Dandelion, like, do that. And then Lucky goes and do that.
On my back, whining as I have like this still just got like awkwardly.
Anyone else want to try?
I'll step for. Oh no, Bella's got it.
Well,
No, the rogue should handle this.
Yeah. I'm going to take
Yeah.
the bless off because I don't believe you still got that because that was last session.
Nope. Yep.
Yep.
No, I'm sure it lasted. This has only been like a minute, right?
No.
Ah, darn.
Seeing it takes hours to get through the massive city.
It was worth a try.
So, Bella?
yeah.
Go ahead and click
Oh
guidance.
Nope, too late.
Well, she just disguised herself, so that's not a problem.
Yep.
Oh my!
So, click on guidance.
So now you can
puts on a
click on
hat and
guidance.
mustache.
Don't disguise yourself.
It's a-
just pick the lock.
There's 2 lookies now.
I can do it.
Looking good. Guys,
We will not be so easily defeated by a door.
You're still defeated by the door with a roll of
All
10.
right, that's it. It's
all
time
right,
for
go Castle.
Castle's first lockpick.
I just love that
Give me
they
it
all
all.
form a guard and they're all lockpickers.
All right. I assume I'm gonna get some form of guidance, perhaps.
Good luck, Castle.
That's your
And I will
guidance.
use my inspiration on this door because
This is a story door.
this
As
is
in, you don't
a
get through
powerful
this.
door.
This is the
It's
end of the
epic.
story right here.
Ha!
Yes! You passed, finally. And the door opens. Oh my god.
We
I've
only needed
single-handedly
an
beaten
11.
the strongest
Turns
monster.
out.
No, you actually needed more than 11. But, whoa. What the? Nope.
All right,
try to
final boss
zoom
of
in
the
and try-
campaign defeated.
By a lockpick.
Way to go, Castle! You're
There you go.
learning!
Yep. Or the door's open. Inside is the great treasure of Waterdeep.
Yay! Campaign done.
It's the Undermountain.
We're done. Campaign done. Finished. Good. So I do have descriptions, and I'll read those through as well.
I should mention that if the doggy doesn't come very quickly, we will be closing the door behind us. But we'll leave it open just a crack so it can be pushed open.
Alright.
Okay, so inside, where am I? GM notes, no, wrong one. First level of 20 levels. It is the Undermountain. So the room is 8 foot high, and was it So the double doors of the mausoleum, stone doors of that, slide inwards enough just for you to slip past and slip in. Inside, there's emblazoned. The family emblem is emblazoned across the floor, with 4 ostentatious marble coffins. And the coffins are engraved with the names of those interred with them, and they spread about this. There are stairs at the back of the mausoleum going further down into the darkness.
All right. So I'm not going to be like messing with any of these coffins, but I do want to kind of search around them and just make sure there's nothing hidden in behind or anything like that.
Okay. So do a searching check, please.
Okay.
Could I help him with that?
Yes, you can. So your assistance gives advantage.
Alrighty. Well, that's not bad. 28.
Okay, 28. Aim critical. Okay. So as you're searching around, you notice there's nothing untoward, nothing secreted about the coffins. You do notice that there's recent footsteps on the ground though, that head further down into.
Someone else has been here recently. I think we have company.
Alive company or dead company?
I think alive. Maybe. I don't know for sure.
I could deal
But
with a
whoever
live
it is,
company.
I think they're after our treasure.
Ghosts don't leave footprints though.
Come on, everyone. Let's go down.
I was gonna say, do I have to roll stealth to make my getaway?
Yes, you will.
As a dog with stealth. Alright. So, like, when I hear the door open over there, I'll quickly get off my back onto my paws. The stilts are on the floor. I pick them up in my mouth, run over to the barking box, pick that up to my mouth. I'm gonna hide into the bushes and run away.
You can leave the barking box. The idea is that it's designed to be left in, like, as a distraction area. It's a very small little box.
Okay. And I'll just leave it there and take my stilts with me.
Oh
3.
wow!
Okay.
They just see me run
So
away.
you're running through, and you get to the doors, which are only left open a crack.
The stilts are still extended.
Exactly that. It was specifically said it was left open a crack so you could get through, and you've got the stilt sideways in your mouth, and you just and you keep on trying to get through until you figure out you have to kind of move them in sideways and then get yourself through. So it's not subtle at all.
And then I'll just close the door behind with my dog like back foot. Like, I was so stealthy. No one noticed me at all. I was just walking.
Wow, what was all that noise back there?
See my 10-foot stilts in my mouth.
You didn't have to bring the box. Wait, you don't have the box. Wow, that was all you.
Do you need some help with the extenders? To shorten them, Dandelion.
Can't talk.
Yeah.
Just see it was like it's really heavy.
Yeah, I'll help with that.
Next time, have us help you be quiet. But, I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's go.
I mean, they did just see a strange dog.
We need to get you some more dog. Like, I'll need to get all the bits and pieces up for your characters. So I'm just putting there so I can copy and paste, because we're going to the same map, but we've got 2 sides of the map. It's a secret map.
Whoa.
Whoa. I will ask: is everyone got a torch or a light?
I believe we have light spell,
Yeah, I'll cast light on one of my daggers.
and I do have a lantern. that I normally carry.
Because
So I'll light the lantern.
just checking, because well, I noticed that you could see, and it's like it's dark in here. There's no windows. You're now underground. You shouldn't be seeing.
I'd wait till the doors are closed before I light the lantern, but then I'll light it. So
Okay.
instead of the fist bump, that's me holding a lantern.
Oh, gotcha. Yep, that's the lantern holding up. Sure, gotcha.
And that's me holding up a lighted dagger.
I'm not impressed.
Castle's good at pretending he's not impressed.
That's my secret. Never impressed.
Never impressed in the darkness. No, never, not at all. So, you've got where you... Oh, for some reason the sounds aren't working as intended, but you're in the catacombs underneath the mausoleum. There you go.
So, Castle, I know you're
Yeah.
not impressed, but are you amused?
With what?
Just with whatever. Are you amused?
With
I can be
us.
amused. I'm not amused right now.
So what you're saying is, in other words, you're saying, I am not? No? Okay.
No, sorry. I'm not amused.
When was the last time you were amused?
A week last Tuesday.
time I was amused.
Before I met you guys?
I remember as a child, I had a toy.
That's a good question. I might have to think about that.
The important questions.
Your child?
Sorry, yes. Very important questions. Very pertinent to our mission and what's at hand right now.
Speaking of our
Yes.
mission, I've noticed these stairs go on forever.
I know. It feels like we've been
You
walking
should
for
be
like
here.
4 or
Stairs
5
for a
minutes.
long
You're over
time.
here.
Oh, we found the end.
I said it was really quick. I just set you up and put you in. It's like you're on the other side of the map. You must all be zoomed in and not seeing. You were, weren't you?
Yep.
It was just a really long staircase. Just
You're
kept
just like-
spiraling down.
It's like, oh,
Boy, what's taking that DM so long to get us moved?
Hold on! I see something. Somebody is on the ground.
so as you're entering the lower of the mausoleum, the rock here is carved out of stone, and in the crevices of the side of old crypts, again, marble and very highly decorated, high quality. There are sconces on the walls which are unlit, but like he can see, just as he turns around the corner and peeks around the corner, the body of a human in robes. And there's blood on the floor.
You better be quiet, guys. Even you, Dandelion, can you be quiet?
Blessing of the trickster.
Okay. Let's go.
So as you turn the corner, you see another robed figure, lying dead on the floor, blood spilling out. Looks almost recent.
Check his pockets for loose change.
As you check his
The
pockets,
ID license.
We need to make sure there's nothing important.
can I get a perception check, please? The body's still warm as you're checking his pockets. You find a very strange-looking dagger, which is curved with the blade,
Ooh.
I'll give it to
otherwise
Bella.
known as a crisp.
Curvy. And I hand it to Bella.
Weird. Neat. Thank you.
The base of the handle and the base of the blade are black as night, and the other body looks like it's the blood around the other body still
I see
going.
something not crossed out up there.
Yes. You see another body, and in the corner, off into one of the empty crypts, and while there's blood, and you see the blood stains that have moved into the corner, almost drag marks. The bodies, you hear like groans, just very soft and faint groans from that third body. Still hooded figure, mysterious.
So this one here is groaning.
That one there is groaning. That's correct.
I'll go up. Are you okay?
There's no response.
Is there still stabbed like the others? Is that the idea?
Looks like stabbed. You see that there's well, have you got medical or arcane possibly?
Not trained in either, no.
Okay. Perception. So it's a little bit harder, but yep. You see that while there is a stab wound, which is where the blood's coming from, there's another wound where the skin is darkened, as if the life had been sucked out of the person.
Are they still breathing?
They are still breathing.
I hope they'll be okay.
Comes from. As the person comes back to life, you hear an instant influx of breath, and then a ear-piercing scream, as like they shoot up with fear, and they can see your light, and they don't know who they are. They're very confused. They instantly reach for underneath their robes for something, but they seem to not be able to find what it is, and there's this look of confusion and terror in their eyes. It's a young woman.
We're not gonna hurt you.
Who are you? What happened?
We don't know. We found you like this. My name is Lucky. I'm just a halfling. I won't hurt you.
My name is Varial. My boyfriend, and she looks across to the robed figure in the center of the room, across from her, lying dead, and she just tears roll down her eyes. This time you didn't do it.
Yes. This time I didn't do it.
Can I, as a dog, use my keen sense of smell to sniff out if anyone else is further down this tunnel?
You can use your keen sense of smell and do a perception check. I think it's advantage with your keen sense of smell. Yeah. There's certainly the smell of death in this entire area, but there's no other signs of life.
What are you doing in this crypt?
We're supposed to we're supposed to pick up something. It's
In a mausoleum.
It was left here.
Do you know what it was?
My boyfriend called it a dead drop. He had a sense of humour.
A dead drop?
Yeah, a dead drop. Someone dropped off something in the mausoleum, and we picked it up. But
But you don't know what it was?
It was a strange stone about this big. It was weird. And when we found it and picked it up, the others, they turned on us, and they took it for themselves. I thought I was dead. So I think
who
they
was
thought
it
I
who
was
turned
dead.
on you?
The others in our cell, in our group.
Do you know who they were?
Arn and Safia. That's my boyfriend Oliver, and she points to the body in the.
I think they are the ones who hurt you, right? And killed your boyfriend?
Yes.
We need to find them. They did a bad thing.
Well.
What?
Yep.
What exactly are you guys?
Yeah, why are you here to pick something up? Did somebody hire you?
We were asked to pick something up, so we picked something up. But if you can help me avenge my boyfriend's death, then I'll come with you. If you let me.
Yeah, we'll help you.
Just trying to find the healing roll. Where's that? Bill Whitehoon's only 6, was it?
Yes.
So he's still very injured. Like the blood stopped going, and the black mark is returned a little bit, but it's still very injured.
What did that to you? The black thing?
Some of the others can cast, like, they have access to magic or the arcane.
So it was bad magic.
Well, it almost killed me, and I think they thought that I was dead.
Lucky for you, you weren't as hurt as they thought.
Yes, lucky for me, but unlucky for them if we can get some revenge.
Yes. And I wonder why they tried to do this to you just for a rock. We're going to have to find out. Who asked you to get it?
I don't know. My boyfriend... I'm just new, so my boyfriend said that this is what we were supposed to be doing.
Are you part of a club?
He was. Mostly, yes.
Because you got
Really?
robes that all match. Like a club.
Yes.
Can I check his body for any tattoos or something?
Which one? Her boyfriend,
The one I'm right next.
or the one that she can't see?
I'll go with the one she can't see.
Okay, because she hasn't seen that one yet. So if you're messing with her body, good idea not to mess with her boyfriend's body. Yeah.
It's got 6 hit points. I don't care.
She also knows where the stone was taken.
Mm.
We have stupid dead.
So do a investigation or perception. Either one was okay.
Okay.
I'm going to swap into the lighting layer. Dandelion, you see at the back of the crypt here, where you've been standing, there's a door, a very old stone door that has the Castellanta heraldry across it, and it looks like it was one of the original, like the oldest part of the crypt, where most of
Stick my nose to the floor.
yeah, where most of the crypt has been cut out of rock. This looks to be a natural rock area where you're surrounding, or where you are, but this is a door that's fit into that natural rock. And as
Stick my nose to the floor and start sniffing towards it.
you can't get any smell from the inside. It seems to be sealed underneath. The rock sitting itself on the ground. And with the 22, you don't see any tattoos or distinguishing marks.
Alrighty.
Are there any markings on the robe itself?
None. None at all. Secret societies.
What kind of secret society doesn't have tattoos or something?
The secret kind.
So secret. Deep, deep, deep undercover.
She says, I think I can. I think I can move, but I'll be slow. I'll be slow in my movement, but I'll take you to where they might have gone. They used to
Maybe just stay behind us and just tell us which way to go. Because you're already very hurt.
And
We don't want you getting hurt anymore.
She looks down at her wound, still bleeding. Will you take revenge? Will you kill these people for what they did?
Well, I kind of think
Normally
Bella
get
will.
paid for that.
I have nothing. I even.
We're probably interested in this stone they stole. So we'll just take that.
It's not mine to have, but if you you kill the owners of the stone, then it's yours.
They sound like baddies. We don't like baddies.
There's an old mill in Southward. It's where my boyfriend Oliver used to mention. I can't remember the street names, but I know the area. I can probably take you to the area and kind of direct you but I don't think I'll be able to go in there.
I think Dandelion has found something. They keep sniffing at this spot on the wall. There's something there.
So as you move into the back of the back area of the crypt and the mausoleum, it's a natural carvings, a natural rock, natural cave almost, and there's a solid stone door with the Castellanta heraldry, and the door doesn't have a key, doesn't have a lock, doesn't have any way to open it. It just has this solid stone carving of a door sitting there in the natural rock.
I wonder if there's something secret. Maybe a secret lever? I'll take a look. Might be on the other side. If it's on the other side, there's no way for us to get through. But maybe it's on this side. Let's see.
Open up.
I'll take a good look around for any hidden levers or anything like that.
Could I assist him with that?
Yep. If you assist, he gets an advantage for his roll.
Alrighty. And I do believe I'll be lucky here too.
With your guidance. I was wondering if you're going to say it, but yep.
Yeah. Not too shabby.
That box is going off again.
We can hear it all the way from outside.
Wow. Barking box. It's
And
awesome.
those really long stairs too.
Yep.
That's impressive.
You were just... Oh.
It's a good box.
So you don't with a 21, you don't find any levers. You think that the actual stone door itself is actually just a plug.
Oh.
So it would take a
I
great
don't think
effort.
we're getting through this one. It looks pretty solid to me. Which is good because we need to go to this mill.
I like that. Let's go to the mill.
Okay, Castle's our leader. He says we're going to the mill.
We're going to the mill.
Okay, so as you head off,
Yes, sir.
Is there anything down these little other little
those
hallways?
those side ones look like they're prepared for future family members. So
Can I check around like these corridors to see if there's a lever?
you can if you would like. So again, a perception check or an investigation. Either one is. With the 23, you do not believe that there's any levers, or you have not been able to find any levers. And again, you think that the stone door is more of a plug that is to seal off that section.
And this person's name is Vael. Is that right? Is that how it's pronounced?
I can't pronounce it. Vael.
Vael works.
Yeah, Vael.
Okay. Vael, what do you want done with your boyfriend? Do you want us to take him, or do you want to leave him here? What do you want to do? Come back for him later?
I don't have money for a proper burial. Hey, at least he's buried in a.
He is in a mausoleum.
Yeah, at least he's buried in a noble grave. So, and
I'll just start like dragging his body into the.
Yeah, we put it so into one of these alcoves, right, where they.
Just put both the bodies in there and like set them
Yeah.
up. Like they're buried and they're supposed to be there.
It wouldn't happen to be
Castle
loose dirt.
wants to find some barrels.
Have they like
Don't tempt
poured
me.
a floor, or is this like loose dirt?
no, it's a it's already pre-made. It's already like pre-cut and like in case there's
Okay.
something happens to the current generation, it's already ready.
Yeah. And
There's
none
no
of these
coffin.
none of these coffins are empty.
You haven't checked them. You haven't been grave robbing yet.
But okay. Well, I take a look at the markings because the ones upstairs all had markings of who was in them.
They have names on them as well.
They do. Okay,
Yes.
so I assume they're full. Okay, we'll just put them in the corner here. Maybe you can come back for them later. We're gonna earn millions of gold pieces eventually, and when we do, we're gonna give some to you.
As she's walking with you and Bella's behind us going,
Bella behind her like
From-
puts up the dagger like you don't get
the new Chris dagger, or
I just have this vision of the day when Bella, like, Lucky's gonna give away their fortune, and Bella's like, "I'm sorry, Lucky."
You went too far.
I know she didn't deny it.
I love you, but I love money more.
I would have felt better if she had said that would never happen.
It probably wouldn't happen.
Maybe. I will ask, is anyone taking the crisps? There's actually two of them, one in each of the bodies.
Well, I gave one to Bella, right? The
Yeah.
one I found.
She actually, Variel takes one from her boyfriend.
Okay.
So that's all there
You're
is.
not allowed to use that on us.
No, this is for revenge.
Okay.
This is
But be careful because you're very hurt and we're going to be okay.
so she directs you to a neighborhood in the southern ward, and she's very slow in her movement. She's very she's not well. She's still quite injured, and when she points out the old mill, and she says that they're on the second floor. The first floor is just the homeless. Just don't worry about those. But my boyfriend used to say that they used to do their rituals on the second floor in the tower.
There's lots of doors.
Yep, there is.
How
There's
long
lots
did
of
it
doors.
take for us to get here?
It took. Oh, that's right. You've got a timing thing, don't you? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at our map of Waterdeep.
I can be
So
a dog for up to 2 hours.
it'll have been an hour then.
Okay.
Just as a guess, I'll do a so just trying to get so about 2 miles, yeah. Yeah, so about 800, yeah. About an hour. I'm saying about an hour. I think it works well, narrative-wise. Yeah,
You know,
she's
with,
still dog.
Waterdeep's traffic and everything.
Waterdeep's traffic. It's morning.
I noticed something about Dandelion. They have this big back.
I look at my back.
I would think Bella would fit on that back just about right.
I look at Bella.
That was a window, by the way, that you walked into.
Well, that's not
Just walk through the window. We're in.
method of entrance for me, actually.
It probably isn't.
Was just lucky it was unlocked, I guess.
Yeah.
So
They never remember to lock the window.
Yeah. So there are doors, 1, 2, 3. There is a window to the tower on this side. It's a little bit raised, but yes, there is a window.
Does it open?
It's kind of one of those, like, just a solid window. Like, you
Built
can
in.
either break
Okay.
it or you can... Yep.
No
I'm gonna
reason to break
scratch at
it.
this one door and try to get if somebody's on the other side to open it for me. Just
And I
scratch
walk
at it.
and I just
Let
walk
me
up
in.
and open it.
'Cause I can't open door handles. I'm just sitting here scratching at all the doors.
I noticed that Bella and I are blessed again. I assume this is on purpose.
This is copy and pasting.
Yeah, you permanently blessed us. It's okay.
No!
Appreciate it.
We are
appreciate it.
okay with that.
No, it's copy and pasting the blessed ones, and it's like, oh, and it's not doing from a master. So which door are you opening? The first one here?
Yeah.
There we go. So as you open the door, inside you see a group of, look like homeless people in rags. They're huddled in the corner. Some of them are eating, looks like garbage, and they see you enter all dressed up, or somehow. Actually, describe your characters and how you dress.
Yeah.
I know
I'm
that one.
currently a Shiba Inu.
I assume they're dressed
Little
in
dog.
fur. Must be rich. Totally decked out in fur.
No.
I still have I'll have like a green scarf like around my neck.
Okay, so
That
green
looks like-
scarf collar.
Fur.
Shiba Inu.
It's like part of my other scarf that goes around my head. It just like goes around my neck now.
So, Lucky, how are you dressed?
He has a wide-brimmed blue hat, right, flat top, with wide brim purple feather, and then he has a blue cape, yeah, with that's clasped, and a golden medallion, but it's obviously painted gold, right? But golden colored, and then he would have like that vest, the kind of beige vest, button up. And same thing with pants are probably beige as well. And then he has the tall boots that have the rim around the top, right? That adventurers wear.
Yep. I just noticed that there's a 4-leaf clover on your hat, which I never noticed before.
Yes, yeah. I didn't. That was Peach's addition,
Yeah.
and I thought it was lovely.
Yep.
Yeah, I noticed that right away.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I didn't ask for that, but I thought I loved it when I saw it. Yeah.
And Castle, how's Castle looking? Like, what's...
As far as dress goes, it's there's no frills. It's purely functional. Leather boots, nothing fancy. Maybe a strap or two to keep it held down. Leather trousers and a green shirt or
Appears to
tunic.
be a turtleneck.
Yeah, I guess.
Because that's how awesome you are.
Yeah, I'm the turtleneck guy.
Okay.
I always figured Castle was the kind of guy to wear a turtleneck.
And what about Bella?
Like Castle, more functionality than anything. I mean, there are more important things to spend money on, like food and drink
And daggers.
and daggers.
Okay.
Dark green cloak and leather, leather vest and trousers and such.
Okay, so functionality instead of over the top and yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who's flashy, but it's clearly not expensive flashy. It's just it
Imitation.
It almost looks like a costume.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks like he's doing cosplay for an adventurer.
Like you went to the costume store and bought these.
Yeah, I want an adventurer's costume.
You went to the Bardic College.
Them.
Yeah, I would probably easily be mistaken for a bard, just the way I'm dressed.
Okay, so as you enter, especially with Lucky at the front and with his Shiba Inu, they Lucky looks dressed up, especially compared to them. So the essentially the homeless, which is what they are, just shy back and they move and as if like you're going to try to rob them or try to harm them.
And I reach into my pockets and I pull out 50 coppers and I give them 10 coppers each. I say, "You go get yourself a hot meal."
Oh, also everyone has like the good berries that I gave you guys at the previous game.
Yes.
Yeah, good berries are okay, but they want something that's been cooked.
Good berries do feed you for an entire day and give you 1 hit point. So
They don't really fill me up. I've always told you they do, just to make you feel okay.
it's like the lambus bread. How many have you had? Like 10. That's all of them.
I mean, it's pretty good for just like one, but yeah. I mean,
Hey, don't get me wrong. It's the best berry I've ever had.
Halflings with their eating habits, yeah.
But anyway, 10 coppers should get them, you know, at a inexpensive place should get them a good meal, right?
Yeah. So mark it off on your sheet, and
Already have.
they will hurriedly go and get some food for themselves, some lunch, because it's getting closer to lunch now because you left in the morning. Otherwise the room is pretty much empty.
That reminds me, we haven't had second breakfast.
I know.
No.
I guess I'll just
Not
have the
now.
good berry.
Right. We can't
That'll
even
do me for a couple hours. I mean,
get
all
even a
day.
drink.
Snacks.
So are these windows or openings?
They're windows.
Okay, nothing here.
So it's an empty room that looks like it's been lived in by homeless people for a long time.
Okay. What I'm going to do is after Bella leaves, I'm going to drop another 10 silver. Just like I assume there's some kind of sleeping areas.
It's all sleeping areas. If you just put something down, it'll get found.
Yeah. I want to find like bundled up things they might use for pillows and put 2 silver under each one.
Wow. Mark it off, and it's certainly going to be appreciated.
Done.
Well,
all right. Next. But I make sure Bella's gone because she'll be angry.
Stealing from the rich and giving to the poor. Meanwhile, Cassell tries to steal from the poor when they've stolen from the rich. So,
I'm surprised he didn't arrest them for being squatters.
Yeah.
There must be balance.
Yeah,
This
being
is
backwards.
illegal squatting.
You know, I thought about doing something, but I decided against it.
All right. So this door right
Next
here.
door, yep. Open the door. Same thing. This time there's only 4 squatters.
I mark off 40 copper,
But there's another door on the inside.
and I give them 10 copper each.
Yep.
Go get yourself something to eat.
Same thing. They will eagerly take your money and they will totally head out to get food immediately.
And again, I wait till Bella's back is turned, and I take 8 silver and 2 silver under each pillow.
Yep. Can I just get a sleight of hand for that? And I'm just going to do passive perception of Bella though,
I think I might get lucky on this one.
because you might need to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please be lucky. Don't
What's
let
Bella's
Bella find
passive
out.
perception?
Oh, I'm
Okay.
okay.
I have given money to the poor too.
Yeah. You have. It's just you do tend to pick up a lot of money from anyone. So you
She's
beat.
best. She doesn't know it's there.
Yeah, you beat a passive perception because she's not actively looking for you to be dropping money left, right, and centre.
Okay.
But there is an internal door here.
Well, I opened it up.
Yep. Why is that not working? Some of these. You need to zoom all the way in to be able to click some of these doors. There we go. Because they're too thin. Yeah, it goes into a
hallway.
small hallway. Which turns sharply. Again, you can smell the refuge from inside the tower. It's a little bit lessened once you get out of the rooms, but you can see that this part of the tower and part of the building is not really well kept. There's a doorway behind you, and there's a doorway further up.
There's lots of doors. There's one there too.
Yep, but that one's quite obviously going to the outside.
And there's one up here. I'm running around at this point.
Yes, there's one
and
there.
there's stairs up here.
I'll open this door.
We do want to go to the stairs, don't we? I think we want to go to the stairs. The stairs go up, I assume.
Stairs do go up.
Let's
Yeah.
go to the
More
stairs.
people.
Yeah.
Come on, everyone.
So more people?
Stairs.
This room's got five squatters. Again, they're huddling underneath whatever they've got for blankets, pretty much rags and anything at all.
I'm
They're living in
low on
filth.
copper, so I give them. Let's see. So that'd be 1 copper, 10 coppers for 1 silver, right?
Yep.
So I give them a silver each. Go get yourself something to eat.
And giving them money, they will totally go get themselves something to eat. That's a lot of food for them.
Just clearing out the building by paying people to
Yep.
go get food.
Yep.
And I see that everyone left the room, so I'm leaving another 10 silvers.
Ooh.
Done.
Okay.
I've gone through. I had a lot of silver and copper. It's pretty much all gone now.
I don't have any silver and copper.
And there's a door here. Another
Let's
one
go
there.
upstairs.
Or upstairs.
That's where the people who have the rock is.
We're going upstairs.
Damn. I was going to try to bankrupt Lucky.
Lucky hasn't gone into his gold yet. It would take a while but it would be very hard to give them appropriate change.
Here, I've got like a harbour moon.
I've got
Have you got
gold
change?
for you. Would you like a dragon?
Do you have change for a dragon?
Yeah.
No, do you have change for a harbour moon? It's like worth 100 dragons, but I don't. Is that how it works?
I mean, I'm not giving you that much.
No. Pretty sure that's how it works. So I'm going to relocate you across and try to keep you in turn order as well, or it's like in the order up the stairs, with our Shiba Inu tagging up behind. Yeah. Last time I just copy and pasted. This time I dragged because it's right next to it. So at the top of the mill, you see the roof is crumbled in, and there's a pile of rubble in the center of the room itself. And underneath you see parts of machinery which looks like the old mill itself.
Okay, I think we should start being quiet. Don't forget to be quiet, Dandelion.
Blessing of the trickster. You get advantage.
Like that one dog bark where they bark but their mouth is closed, so it's like
But aren't the Enus really, really loud and nippy and...
Shinus are medium-sized dogs. I think
Okay.
you're thinking of like the Pomeranians.
Chihuahuas.
I think
Shiba
we're
Inu's the
gonna
one with the
check
curly
this
tail.
door.
Okay, so what door is that? That's W6. So I've actually got to get my map thing to make sure I know which ones are which. Because there's like so many different things here. That one down, and W6. Okay, I thought so. Just wanted to make sure. Don't want to give you the wrong idea.
I should mention that you probably want to add the marker for Vela.
She stayed outside.
Oh, she's staying outside. Okay.
She showed you
Much
where.
better.
She showed you where it
Okay.
was, and then she just went.
Perfect.
Then she.
Okay.
Yeah,
We don't have to protect her. Good.
no. You didn't heal her all the way up. So as you open the door, you hear this flapping of wings, and suddenly all these pigeons fly out past you into the actual central room itself, and they're flying around that you've disturbed them, and there's just this constant buzzing of all these pigeons, and they come back into the room which you're now in, and some of them have gone out of the window, others have gone back to their roosts, but you've certainly disturbed them and made a lot of noise.
And I immediately do the dog thing and run in there with all the pigeons too and try to chase them.
I immediately run out here and I open this door
Open this one?
because
Bottom?
because we've alerted who's ever here already. So it's better that we find out where they are immediately. Oh, lucky.
Yep.
Hi.
So that's a turn order, guys. So as you open the door, you see again a robed figure, very similar to Vala, and he's standing there. Also, she's standing there, and she just turns and draws a sick-looking dagger, the same crisp that you now own, or that Bella now holds, and just faces you. And you can't. That's all you can see. This looks like a living quarters almost when you look inside the room.
I also get a +2 on the initiative because the dog has a +2 to dexterity.
Yep.
Still only
And-
1 hit point though, so this is pretty fun.
Yep. It'll be quick, not fun. Well, fun for me, not for you. Less so, maybe.
They
Kessel.
turn back to their form after they lose
I know.
their hit point anyway.
I know.
So it's not a big deal.
I know.
All right,
But
I'm
if
going to start off by casting Hex on the one I can see.
Mhm.
And then using my powers of tallness, I'll just shoot over the halflings with an Eldritch Blast.
It's like a superpower.
Yeah. For you guys, it might be.
Oh, I like that. Hex EB. Like it. Nice.
Yep.
It does hit for 6 points of necrotic plus 1 force. Nice setup there.
Actually, it should be.
The other way around.
It's,
You got it mixed up.
Oh, yep, it is. I'll
6
fix that.
force,
But-
1 necrotic. Yeah.
Either way, it's all good. They take 7 damage. I'm not that concerned. They don't have immunities that you know of to those. Any other movement? Any other actions?
I will take 1 step there.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm very sure.
You want to stay there? Just
Stepped on the trapdoor.
Very risky.
I'll be there then.
okay. There we go.
That was close.
Dodged a bullet there.
Well,
Yeah. I'm like, really there?
There are sound sets specifically for this route, for this tower, and one of them is. I'm just not going to tell you which tile has you drop through the floor. You hear a window opening. Lucky hears a window opening from the tower, from inside the room, and a call go out. You don't understand the language, but there's a loud yell go out in a language you do not understand. And I don't think anyone has the language, so...
I just want to verify.
Yes?
Not common.
No.
Not halfling.
No.
Yeah, okay, I don't know it.
No, not even primordial or Sylvan. Certainly not Sylvan. Actually, Cassel, what do you have? Remember, you might have something.
Maybe.
No, not.
Thieves can't.
No, opposite of yours, Cassel.
Druidic.
No. Sylvan's already listed, but no. So you hear that call go out, but nothing else happens except for this one here. Moves into the door frame essentially and starts attacking. So that's that one, and this one on Lucky.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's not. Oh. Let's edit that. So it attacks Lucky and totally misses, but that's okay.
Oh! Oh, God. Lucky
That's
day.
okay. It has 2 attacks.
Oh, that second one hit, but not for much.
Yeah, it's not much. It's still only a dagger. For once, the enemies actually have the same weapons that you guys have.
Well, it's about time.
They're only armed with daggers. Lucky, it's your go.
Okay. Well, the first thing that happens is... so you said that the roof was already crumbling. Well, there's a piece of that roof that falls. Oh, I hope that didn't hit.
13 damage.
Did that hit?
It does hit.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Yep.
Pow! Right on the head. That's my bonus action.
Yep.
Oh! Are you okay?
He falls
Oh,
through the floor. He sets off his own trap.
So, Toll of the Dead. Wisdom save. And where's my wisdom save? I think he's going to pass the save.
Yes. Okay. Just the 12 damage.
Just the 12. Okay, any other movement?
No. Oh, yes. Yes. I go there. I run between the legs. Ah!
As you run between the legs, there's another robed figure standing essentially at the window, on a bed, and calling out into the darkness, into the night, or into the into the lit sky.
Okay.
Into the mid-afternoon sky.
Into the mid-afternoon sky.
You're not getting away.
Dandelion.
Right, my light from...
Yes, it did.
There we go.
Your light ran away.
Yeah, it did. It was like, I could see and then I couldn't. But now
Bella
I can't
should
see
also
again.
have a dagger that's light.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Bella,
for whatever reason, I can't see Bella's.
Bella also
Okay.
walked out of the room.
Ah, okay.
It's okay. I do have a sense of smell, and I can smell their fear.
At the moment, all you can smell is pigeon poo. Yep.
You know, fear happens to smell a lot like pigeon poo.
Wow, your fur's covered in fear then.
Do I have to make a perception check to make my way over to them?
No, you can find them. You
Okay.
can find your way to a door, where the light's coming from, so that's no problem. So yeah, you can make it, no problem.
Okay. Then I shall use my bite attack and bite this guy's chin.
You have a bite attack?
Yep, as a dog.
Okay. I don't know if you had
So
it
it
set
is,
up.
plus 30. No, it is. It can't click on it.
From your position, you should be able to
Yep.
get. Well, it doesn't matter, but you should be able to get a flank.
You do it and do your damage.
And then he has to make a strength saving throw.
-3 or be tripped, I'm guessing.
He'll not be knocked prone.
Yeah. Not
As
prone.
I'm like ripping his leg around, like.
Yeah.
DC is at 11.
Nope.
Yes. He's on the floor, and I'm just like chewing on him.
Oh, Bella's gonna rip this guy's throat out.
Or cut it out. It's one of the two. Bella.
Yep. Let's see. Advantage. Sneak attack. Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no!
You missed!
Double twos. If it had been double ones, you could re-roll.
Yep. Yep.
Twos is the halfling one.
He's right too.
Twos are the halfling one. Yes, that is true.
Bella's a bit off her game today.
Yep. I'm a bit later in my music too, so here's our dark battle music, but yes. Yeah, you totally missed.
Bella actually came through. This is what I see. Bella like hopped over this guy, turned around with a knife, was just about to come down, and her eyes turned over. She's like, "Is your belt pouch looking lighter, Lucky?"
That's when she notices.
Where's your coin?
Okay. Casso?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
I-
No, wait. Bella's last, so I've got to do something because that's the end of the turn and the round. Okay. And yes, you did see what that was. As a heads up of what's coming.
I didn't, but
Good.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't? Okay, good. Oh, it rolls
Yeah.
to me. Okay, yep. You move.
How big is this thing that's in the middle? Is it just a pile of rubble?
It is a pile, as in, if you go that way, you won't be able to see.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's-
All right.
Um, the millstone, like it's a big pole that goes down with a big millstone and everything else, and stuff's fallen onto it or been moved essentially onto it, just to like clear the sides around it.
Okay, cool. I am going to hold my action until the person Dandelion's grabbing onto stands up, or otherwise I can see him. I'll hold a Eldritch Blast.
Okay, which is pretty much going to be well, yeah, pretty much going to be now.
Okay.
So, lucky you see the cultist, or the mysterious stranger at the window pull out a large stone from underneath its robes, and he seems to be looking out the window and ignoring you. The other one stands up, which now you get your Eldritch Blast, and probably goes straight back down.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, buddy.
18. So he stands up, draws its dagger over Bella, and then falls back down. Yeah.
Can you teach me to do that?
You don't know. You don't want to know how to do that.
Aw.
Lucky.
It looks so effective.
All right. I'm gonna try. You don't need to throw out that rock. You could just give it to us.
Ooh. Okay. So, what's the save here? Wisdom? There we go.
Yeah. Should say.
An 11.
That's definitely gonna fail.
Yep, failed. Turns around. Well, can't act yet until their turn, but
Okay. And I'll say, we can figure out what to do with that rock together.
Dandelion.
I also, well,
Oh,
I have a movement. I want to go here. No, and here. Okay, good. Just peeking.
Okay, sure. Dandelion.
Hey, as a mighty dog, will leap over the dead body and over Bella into the room. And then, what's that? Does the dead body count as difficult terrain?
Yes. And Bella. Oh no, Bella
friends,
doesn't. But yeah.
Friends don't, right?
Yeah.
I will make a motion to both Bella and Dandelion. Take that for what you want.
We haven't got sign language taught to yet, but we're trying.
Yeah, as my doggo form is like, huh? What? I jump over and I'm gonna try to push this person off the roof.
Yep. Do a strength. It's a push attack, which is essentially opposed strength.
My dog's athletics, which is
Yeah.
+1.
Ooh.
It's worse than mine.
Oh, that's not good.
Better than the cat's though.
I'm actually going to give him disadvantage, just sheerly for the fact that he actually is leaning out that window, and there's a reason why he's leaning out that window. So he's going to have disadvantage on this. Although 7 versus 19.
Splat.
Wilhelm scream.
Ah!
I'll stick my head out and watch him fall.
I do have the Wilhelm scream, I just don't have... There we go.
Yeah.
I think this is how I'm gonna kill all my foes, is just push them off my face.
I think he was just gonna give us the rock.
Yep. He only cops 8 damage though. Yeah, only cops 8 damage from the 3-story height. So he's on the ground now. Anything else you'd like to do? Anything else you'd like to
Just
do?
staring down at him.
Staring down? Okay. As you're looking out the window staring down, you see two spined devils, these horrors of the darkness.
It looks like 3.
Well, 2 fly up to the window, 1 goes down, and there's a handout for you. Show to everybody. There you go.
We're gonna have to have a talk about what this means.
I meant it as like a high five. I like to my paw.
Two fly up to the
Yeah.
window
That's why we need to talk.
and look in as the other one goes down to the ground and picks up the stone off the ground and starts flying off. So, what do you do?
Well, I'm going to dart forward and see if I can't get a shot off on it, since Eldritch Blast has a range of 120 feet.
Yep.
I'll move my hex to it and take a pot shot.
Yep. So I'm going to put the... This one has the green is the one with the bits and pieces, and the Eldritch Blast misses. You can see them flying low into the city, and they do have the stone.
Well, I think they just got the stone.
Do I have enough time to take a second shot? Or no?
How much?
It's a range of 120 feet, so...
I'm just having a look at my distance of movement. Doesn't show me movement. Where's my movement? Yes, you can have another one. You can have 2 more. If all you're doing is just standing there doing absolutely nothing, you can just sit there and watch them fly away, and you can still shoot at them while they're flying away.
I'll try a Toll of the Dead as they're going as well.
Or you can try to leap onto the next building, or
can we chase them? How fast are they going?
They're going about, well, it's hard to see because they're hard to tell because they're flying. They're flying up and over the rooftops, but they're not high off the rooftops themselves. The next building's only maybe a 10-foot leap away.
I'm
I'll give
jumping
it a
over.
shot.
They have to make a Constitution save to save on mine.
Yep. So yeah, they're flying off into the roof chase. What we're going to do, we're going to actually go to a... where am I? We're going to go to... I'm just going to put everyone out. Whoops. Everyone off to there, so you can see each other. And the cultist runs away. Broken, but runs away. We're not in initiative order. But what we're going to do, we're going to bring up something called the chase sequence. Rooftop chase. So the next roof, as I said, is only about 10-foot jump, and it's lower, so it's an easy jump to get to. And rooftop chases, there's complications with them. But we'll get through the initial spells first. If you are casting spells, it means you're going to be behind in the chase, because you're stopping to cast those spells to try to lessen, and then they will get further and further away. But we have Dandelion's Sylvie Beam of Radiance, and that's a... what spell? So what was the save?
That was Moonbeam.
It's Constitution.
Moonbeam Constitution.
It takes them an action to move it, so it's probably just one time.
Okay.
Yeah, so I basically summon it on one creature.
I'm assuming you're summoning it on the one with the green dot, because that's the one that's got it.
Yes.
It is big enough to catch 2 creatures if they're right next to each other.
They're not right next to each other.
Okay.
They're flying like in a formation, but not really tight formation. If that makes sense.
I got it.
So about 10 feet between them all as they're flying between the rooftops. So that's 11 points of damage with a failed save.
Radiance.
Let's see if Radiance is a good thing or a bad thing for these guys.
I don't think so. They're demons.
No, it's
It
just
won't be a
normal
good
things.
thing for them.
It's just a normal.
They are engulfed in ghostly flames.
Yep. And anything else? Did you want to do a second?
I did roll a shot
did.
earlier. I think that hit.
I missed
I'll
your
roll
roll.
it again if
There
you
we go.
want
No,
me to.
I've got it here. I just scrolled up. So you got a 21 to hit. That does hit. And that's a 9 damage. Okay, so it's actually really, really hurt at the moment.
How far
And
away
Lucky
is
did
it?
his.
How far away is it? Because I did
So
do
it's
a goal.
now about 80 feet. Oh, it's over 80 feet now. It's about 90
so
feet.
was it over 80 feet when I did my Toll of the Dead?
No, it'll be inside that 90 feet.
Yeah,
Yes.
60 feet is the range of the spell, so...
Yeah. It'll be... do you feel lucky?
course I feel lucky.
You can use a luck point
Sure. Okay.
to get it just before it leaves that.
I am happy to use a luck point.
Yep.
Lucky is never afraid to use a luck point. Okay.
And
So make a wisdom save.
there we go. Wisdom save. And probably fails that one too.
It did. Another 6.
And it goes down. You killed a spine devil. As another
That
one
would be
swoops
the
in
closest.
and picks up the stone. Is anyone chasing on foot?
I am.
Yeah, Bella.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we all are.
Well,
I'll shoot it.
The casting spell, we just moved 30 feet, and Bella's the one using her bonus action dash thing and
Yeah.
everything.
so what we're going to
5
do?
feet, then another 30 feet.
So what we're going
I
to
think
Yep.
I hop on the back of Dandelion at this point.
I'm a person now. I used to like,
Oh no!
yeah, I'm a person.
I hop on your
That's
shoulder. Let's go!
Okay. So
Alright.
So what we're going to do, we're going to start putting this into a so Cassell has cast twice. Dandelion's cast once. And Lucky's cast once. Bella's not cast at all. So that's kind of a
Pretty.
sorry?
She moves pretty quick. She can dash as a
Yeah.
bonus action.
Well that's
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
I'm
she's a lot faster than us.
So that's 3 actions. You can only dash
Yeah.
once though.
She can
Yeah,
go
but I have-
75 feet and around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has her movement, and then she uses her action to dash, and then she uses bonus
And
action
then
to
she can
dash.
use her cutting action.
But you
to
can only dash
again.
once.
No, with cutting action you can dash twice because she can use her
Ooh.
bonus action to
So it's
dash
your
the
bonus
second
action.
time.
Wow.
Rogues are very, very fast.
And you're not even a tabaxi.
Yeah, if it's
No, that's why
Tabaxi's even
Tabaxi
worse.
rogues are incredible. They're literally sprinters.
Okay, so this is where the complications come in though for the rooftop chases. So, what we'll do, we'll just have an initiative. So we just know the order of everything going through. It's not a bad initiative. It's a turn order to know what's going through. So Lucky. So Dandelion. And I'm going to actually put Bella at the first because she's the furthest moving anyway. So no matter what you do, you're going to put a higher initiative. Come on. Oh, it didn't need to move at all. it just works out kind of where I was looking at where people would be. Okay, so Bella, as you're charging through, and they say you're essentially you're doing 3 times the movement of everybody else, or almost that. You're having to actually navigate the actual rooftops. So not all roofs in a medieval city or a fantasy setting are the same height, shape, size, etc. Sometimes there's gaps between the roofs. And this is what you're negotiating. I will ask, have you got your parachute on?
Yes.
Just checking.
I mean, probably. I mean, how else am I going to carry it?
Yeah, it is a backpack, so yeah. But I was just wanting to put that out there and make sure you maybe know the issues going up here. So can I get you to roll a d20, please? So a single d20.
Okay.
14. 14. And can I get you to roll a second one? Just because you're moving so much faster than everybody else. You're actually covering a lot more ground than you should be. So
19.
you actually, all the roofs that you're jumping on and you're going between, the directions and your navigations, there's no complications that happen. And Cassell, can I get you to roll a d20?
Sure.
Oh.
Oh.
Usually when you got random tables, like the highest number and the lowest number are usually one of the worst ones. So as you're running along, you come across a 10-foot gap between rooftops. To jump over the gap, you need a strength of 10, and you must succeed a dex a strength check. So, to jump over, you need a strength of 10, and each time you step over that, and each foot of movement is each one of the jump is 1 foot movement. So it's going to delay you 10 foot in your movement. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. Or you can stop and use a rope, and that'll cost you twice as much movement. Does that make sense?
I don't have a strength of 10, so I can either try to jump over at the cost of 10 feet of movement, or use my rope at the cost of 20 feet of movement.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to. Well, I don't have the strength to jump over normally, so I have rope that I'll use to jump over.
Okay, so you got a minus 20. So we're just going to do quick calculations here.
So if I dash, I'd move 40 feet.
Yep. Okay. So 120 feet there. And so you've dashed, you've only moved 40 feet, so you've moved up 40 feet to one, so they're now 80 feet behind, 80 feet away with that.
Okay.
Yep. And Bella, you are awfully close. You're about 70 feet away from them.
Hell.
No, you're closer than that. You're 40 feet away from them, scarily. That's, yeah, kind of where you ended up. And the others are a little bit between. Are you doing any actions, any castings, or anything else? You're about 80 feet away.
I'm still running.
Oh, no, Cassell.
I use my action to dash, so.
Okay. Lucky.
All right, I'm running.
So you're using your dash, do your D20.
Okay.
Okay, nothing of note happens, I should say. So you move 60 feet, is it?
No, 50 feet.
50. Okay,
Yeah,
so
halfway
you're
movement.
70 feet away from them. And you've used your move action, your dash.
That's all I got.
Yep. And Dandelion, what's yours?
I will use my bonus action to cast Misty Step. And then when I'm 30 feet close, it's my bonus action. And then I will use my action to wild shape into a male steeder, which is like a jumping spider. And so those jumping spiders have leap. The steeder can expend all its movement on its turn to jump up to 60 feet vertically or horizontally, provided that my speed is at least 30 feet. So I'll use my movement and then I'll leap towards whatever
Okay.
is near to
Do you want to do your D20 first though?
Yeah, I'll do that.
So complications
after
should
my
be
Misty
first,
Step.
because you may have to get past these complications.
But that is the plan.
Especially if you roll a 3. Okay, so this one, if you roll a 3, the rooftop is you come across a rooftop that's 10 foot lower than you. You can do your athletics to jump down safely, but everything you've done here is right. You can do that no problem. There's no issue because you're going to be doing Misty Step, which can cross that gap no problem. Then you can do your big jump with your spider.
So that would be, I'd be plus 30, and then expend all my movement. So plus 30 plus 6. So I'd move 90 in total.
Yeah, you'd move 90 in
Closer.
total. Which means you're actually further than, 30 feet away.
I can't see from my token, but my spider does have dark vision. But it's daylight, right?
Yeah. So I can just... It is daylight. You should be able to see here.
I can't see.
Have I done this again?
It might just be because of the copy and pasting. It just keeps the old one.
It keeps on doing that, but I'll just do this and just open up. So we're just doing a tracking map anyway. It's not a big important one on the map. I'm just trying to keep distances. And global illumination, that should help. There. There was no real secrets there anyway. And so they were 120 feet away. They're now a lot closer. And they then extend to do another 80 feet away. So that 30 is now... Math is hard. Math is hard. What is that? 30 plus 80.
110.
There we go. So 110. 40 is 120 again. Lucky. You're... Yours is going to be 150.
I'm going to... Actually, these distances are accurate.
Yep.
I'm going to do my regular movement first. So 30 feet, or 25 feet, I should say.
Yep.
And then after my regular movement, I'm going to go... Ah!
Oh wait, I think it's Bella's go first.
Oh, sorry.
Well, has he had his?
You have had your go.
Yeah, Lucky went before me.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I didn't do the initial order. That's me.
Bill, you want to hop on my back?
I thought I was on your back, but things changed.
You ran ahead of me.
Yeah.
Because you went before me, you ran ahead of me.
But then you went past me!
Yep.
So Bella, you're 120 feet away again.
Yeah, and I'm just still chasing him. So, how many D20?
3.
2. 3? Okay.
3. Oh, sorry. No, 2. So
Okay.
nothing, and that's
And
something.
5.
Yep. Okay. Can I get a saving throw, please?
Okay.
Dexterity.
Kind. Okay.
So as you're running across the roof, you hear it start giving way, and just as you leave that roof section, the roof itself gives way, and there's a hole where you were, not where you are, but where you were. Oh, you don't have. Oh no, you do have disadvantage. Yep. So you don't have disadvantage. You don't have advantage. You have
I know,
got a 7, and so as you're running across, your foot
Would
gets.
that make it a natural 1?
Was it a natural 1? Your dice aren't coming through
Yeah,
on my
it is a
screen.
natural
It would. Yes, it would.
So it would have been rerolling.
Good call. Good call. Bella's
you.
not. Bella's dice aren't coming through on my screen. So
An 11.
an 11. So as you're running across, your foot goes down into the hole. Oh, sorry, into the ceiling itself, and you get stuck. Can I get a strength check, please? DC 10 athletics check, or an acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
12.
12.
Yep. Okay. So it will take you one of your actions, so one of your movements to get yourself out. But instead of doing 75, you only do, what is it? Minus
50.
70, 50.
50.
So you close that gap to 80 again. There's so much stuff there. There you go. Cassell.
So I'm 80, 80 feet back from them. They're at 80 feet. I'm at 160 feet.
No, they're moving at 80. You're at 160 feet.
So what's the distance between me and them?
160 feet.
160 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll roll my d20 on the table.
Don't you have expeditious retreat or?
I do, but that would get me one extra shot.
Okay.
And I'd lose my hex.
Okay.
Do it.
So-
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Yeah, might as well.
Your hex is doing you nothing.
Unless you hurt something, your hex does nothing.
Yep.
So I'll roll my d20 first.
Yep. 12 is nothing. Nothing.
12 is nothing.
Happens.
Cool. I'll replace my concentration on hex with concentration on expeditious retreat. Dash as a bonus action.
Yep.
Which will get me 60 feet of movement, and then I'll throw an Eldritch Blast.
So you then go to 100 feet away from them. And an Eldritch Blast. It hits. Oh, so that is the one with the token. And does 6 points of damage. So it does hurt. And Lucky.
Okay, so how far is Castle from me?
Castle is 50 feet away from you.
And how far is Dandelion from me?
A long way away.
And same thing, I assume, for Bella.
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's roll my d20. See what happens.
10. Let's have a look. Rooftop chase. Okay, can I get a dexterity saving throw, please?
Sure.
This is a weird one. Okay.
I don't like that roll. I think I'll re-roll it.
Are you sure?
Oh,
Okay, we won't take
Much
the 8.
better.
We'll take the 7
Much
for the
better.
dexterity saving throw. As someone from the ground throws a rock up at you as you're jumping between the buildings. There's 5 foot of movement, which is difficult terrain. So so instead of going 60 for this round, you go 55.
Actually, instead of going 50, I go 45.
Okay, yeah, instead of going 50, you go 45. Yep. So
Actually, what I want to know is instead of going 25, I go 20. And then how far am I from...
Dandelion's way away. Like, oh no, you
Because I
can
know
catch
I'm
a
not going to
Dandelion.
catch anyone at this point.
You will catch up
So-
to Dandelion.
I was 90
What's
feet
that?
from where.
You will get to Dandelion.
If I move my full movement?
Yeah, I think that's
Okay, I go my full movement and I jump on top of the spider. Ah!
halflings on spiders. No one.
Spider Rider!
Oh wait, I'm trying to think. So you're 45. You'll be 5 behind for Dandelion. Dandelion, would you like to go back 5 feet to pick up a passenger?
How far did he run on his first turn? Because he was ahead of me when I
Yeah.
went from my 90 feet.
No, as in he's going to end up only 5 foot behind you.
Can I do some kind of athletics or acrobatics to like reach ahead and grab and hop on?
Nope. You've already done your saving throw. You've already used your luck to try to correct it, and yeah.
Fair enough.
So you're going to end up at 105,
Dandelion!
and Dandelion is sitting at 110 away. Not that actually much further. So there. Yeah. That's where we're sitting. So Dandelion's at 110 feet away. Cassell's at Lucky is 105, and Cassell is at 100, with Bella up the front at 80 feet away.
Sorry, are you saying I'm in front of Dandelion?
You're just behind. Dandelion's only 5 feet away.
If I'm at 105,
Oh, you're
Dandelion's
right.
at 110.
No, yeah, you're right.
I was
Yep.
gonna say he's ahead of me.
Math, good. Yes, you're right.
Okay, so I use that final 5 foot of movement to hop on top of Dandelion.
You've now got a rider. You're going to do that same 90. Oh, you can't do
now
Misty
that
Step.
I was gonna go catch Bella, but since Lucky's my back, I'm gonna just jump and use all of my movement. So I move 60 feet closer.
Okay, so that's 60 up to 50 foot for you, and makes 50 foot for. Yep.
So if Lucky holds his action and then I jump again, then he can use his movement.
Well, let's see how it works out.
Hopefully.
I'm sure it's going to work out fine. Isn't that how?
Yes, everything's gonna work out.
Okay, I got 3 again. I just jump over another gap.
Yeah, exactly that. You just jump over chasms and buildings and whatnot. And what you see in front of you as you're jumping, you see that the Spine Devils swoop down into an alleyway. And that's where we're going to end the chase and have a little bit of break. So you have damaged. You've taken one out. You've damaged one. Another one's safe. Yeah, I don't like the complications. I don't like the chase. It could have been done so much better. You could have just had an open map of just buildings and just had tokens moving through it. But I don't know.
That one YouTuber, he does a bunch of animations. He did one game where they were on the Waterdeep map and they were just moving tokens around.
Yeah, I think that would have been I think there could have been a much better way of doing it, and I didn't. Yeah, the way it's provided is like, hey, let's do a sort of theatre of mind, and there's just complications. You just roll a d20, and there's more complications, and unless you can close a 120-foot gap, where Bella moving 75 feet around is pretty good, but they're moving 80.
Yeah.
And for
technically,
Spider,
we can all only dash until our Constitution runs out.
Exactly. So there's ways of closing the gap momentarily, but you can't always close that gap.
Good thing my leap isn't dashing.
No, it's not. But you have to spend your entire round for that leap.
Yeah.
So Nick,
Can't do anything else.
what's your movement in this form?
The movement's just 30 feet, but I have
30.
an ability that's leap. So if I don't do anything else, I can just leap 60 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 60. Yeah. So we're losing every round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're still just a little bit off.
So you use your action to move 60 feet?
I can expend all of my movement on my turn to jump 60 feet vertically. So I do still have an action, but
the way I that sounds to me is you could use 60 feet to move using your action, and then 30 feet to move using your dash.
Okay.
Right? Because your movement takes 60 feet, and then your action you can dash for another 30 feet.
Could be.
Okay.
Which should give you 90 feet of movement around, which technically is faster.
What's your movement?
My movement's
Well,
70 feet.
because
Okay.
the movement is 30 feet, but if all that they do is jump, they get 60 feet. So that's 60 feet from a jump. And then if you use your action for a dash, that'd be another 30 feet on top of that.
Okay.
I think that's the way I would think that
I could
works.
do it for 2 rounds until I start accumulating exhaustion.
Yeah.
Well,
it's all weird, but
that's
either way.
90 feet for 2 rounds.
So we'll take a break and we'll load up the next map. And so that's the chase. I don't like the chase. It could have been done, as I said, could be done so much better. Just draw random maps of like buildings and have tokens moving between the buildings and the jumps and whatnot, and having to navigate where. And the GM layer just having like if the building is taller or lower. So you can describe, okay, this building in front of you is going to be 10 foot above or 5 foot above, or that gap's 5 foot. And you may have to go to another section which is less than 5 foot or larger to shortcut it. And that's how I would have done it. But we're playing mostly off just the base maps and the base stuff. So, yeah, that's just how it's done. Anyway, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back for the second half. And we've got a little bit to go. So we're actually a lot quick. Well, not a lot quicker than I thought, but we're pretty much on par with what I was expecting for the scenarios to run through today, which is good because we were doing an entire chapter in one day, 1 4-hour session, and no one's dead yet. Yet. Yes. I will say that someone did come in and asking, how's it going, and has there been any TPKs yet? But that's okay. Ruku-sen.
Sorry to disappoint.
Yeah, that's okay. Ruku-sen.
Yeah.
His first seeing of our stuff was the Goblin game where they do have resurrections. This is a longer running campaign. A little bit longer.
Well, what's the TPK for the enemy?
Aww.
That one girl lost all her friends.
She did. So we're going to take a big break and we'll be right back. And yeah, see you soon. Hi, and welcome back. My name is Carsha Goblin. This is the Goblin Cave. I thought we'd stop our discussion of halfling snack times, right from breakfast to morning tea to 11sies and all the others in between and after and before, including, I'm sure, midnight snacks and 2 a.m. snacks and etc. And I thought we'd just get back into it because, yeah, that can take a long time once we go into all those. So our cast members, or our characters, find themselves at the end of a chase in a in an alley, still in the southern ward. The rooftops that they're on are 30 feet high, and they can see in the distance that one of the spined devils has landed next to what looks to be a well-appointed coach. It doesn't look like it's cheap, but it's possibly a higher coach that you've seen around the northern wards or the sea wards. It doesn't have any emblems or anything on it, so it may not be a noble's coach, but it certainly is well appointed. And the spine devil is landed next to it, and you can see in the distance holding up the stone to the person at the front. Actually, no, person inside, not at the front. And that's where we find ourselves. So, what would you like to do? Again, you've still got bless on. Gotta.
Just hoping it'd slip by this time.
I've got more maps to go. I know that they're all going to have bless.
We are okay with this.
Nick, at least can you see the map?
Loves us.
Nick, can you at least see the
yeah,
map?
I can see.
Good. Okay.
Yep, I can see.
Because if you can't see, just please tell me as soon as she's. Because it could be on my end. Most likely it is.
Well, sometimes I don't know if I'm actually blind.
Or your computer's off. Yeah, I don't know.
They're actually playing a blind druid. Druid.
There was also a discussion in the break about playing a blind character who I'll just turn the sight off. And that character was possibly going to, or was aimed to be a spellcaster with targeted attacks, which I then said you need to ping the map where your target is. And it's like, yeah, that's the idea, yeah. Okay. Wow, that's going to be fun. Upcoming games, guys. Upcoming games. Secrets. Which aren't that secret. Anyway, so you find yourself on top of a roof. And you can see that there's a coach. And the stone's been offered up to the window of the coach to the side. So what would you like to do?
What initiative order are we looking at?
No initiative. We're out of initiative and depending on your actions.
With luck on my back, I'll just leap 60 feet onto this rooftop over here.
Okay. So, with lucky on your back, you can leap 60 feet to there or so.
It puts me inside a building, but I'm on the roof.
Yep.
I would like.
Yep.
I'd like to try and hide and then move closer, probably over around this location.
Okay. So do your hide check, please. That's a good hide check, and you'll be able to move 30 feet.
Oh, 30 feet from where I'm at?
From where you're at.
Do I have to worry about this building that's in the way?
No, you're essentially hiding. You're still keeping low on the buildings and going up and down. But you can easily slip between one and the other. So, where's your...
Right about there.
Yeah. Okay. No, but so you essentially,
Actually, no. This chimney looks like some good cover.
that's what I was going to say. You're essentially hiding behind the chimney and looking out. Where is Bella going?
I guess I'll follow like Castle since. So I guess I'll.
Stealth up?
Basically, we got 2 on each side.
No problem. The problem is that 2 didn't go stealthy, so we're going to go initiative. And looks like we're going back to the similar music to what we've had. Do that well. It's not going to roll, is it? No, I'm going to have to roll that separately.
Give me 1 second.
Yep. Something on the other layers I need to do. Interesting. Okay. So let's go to the other layers, because the other layers goes first. It's not lucky. And what's our movement speeds? Awesome. Okay. So as you're standing on top of the roof with Lucky sitting on top of your back, and you're looking down at the coach and observing what's going on, 2 imps appear right in front of you from nowhere, and they attack both you and Lucky. If it's going to work for me. There you go. Yep. So first attack against Dandelion, and wait, where's all the attacks, different variants? Okay. So first attack at 11 misses, or is it 11 hit?
AC is 12.
You're lucky that's a miss. And against... Again, I think that's a miss for Lucky.
Yep.
Yep. So just a little handout if you haven't seen an imp before. And here's an imp.
I'm gonna reload my things, not showing the wounds.
Yep, okay. So, these little demonish creatures with wings and a long tail. It looks like it's got a scorpion tail with a stinger. Is what actually it turns up right in front of them. They're very small, but they look very little nasty. Very dangerous. And now they're actually on the initiative. So they should have... Oh, of course I've done it from the wrong one. That's okay. There. Now it's on initiative. There you go. And Lucky.
How high is the roof we're on?
You're on a 20-foot tall roof.
I'm just hopping down. So go ahead. Do what you're going to do.
6.
Yep.
That's a big damage.
I want a Wilhelm scream.
You want to be a home screen? Here you go.
You bet.
That's a bad one. I'll say the
It's
other.
not showing up.
What's not showing up?
The damage?
You're right. It's not. Why is it not?
Can't see rolls.
Yeah.
Oh, so
You're
it's a
hiding
10.
it from us.
It's a 10.
10?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Unclick that. Sorry. Yeah, it was 10.
Okay.
That's why I was in shock because it was bad.
10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. Which coachman has the rock?
It looks like it's presenting to someone inside. But the Spine Devil has actually got it at the moment in his
Spine
hand.
Devil still has it?
Yes, that's why the green.
Okay. So the first thing that happens is they smack their head on the side of the coach. Potentially. Yeah, I think so. Wham.
So smacks his head on the side of the coach. Wow, that's a good roll. 5 points of damage. Nice. It does hit.
And then I think it did a little more than you thought.
With the Toll of the Dead. And wisdom save. Failed. Roll your d12. Only one.
Ooh! Oh, barely anything.
It's something though. So yeah, he gets hit. Any other movement? Well,
And I just say, get him!
as you as the person inside the coach, you see hands reach out and pull. Like you see hands reach out, and you can see the clothing of the hands of like the arms reach out, and you see pull in the stone to the coach.
Since I'm acting on the same initiative order, can I try to shoot the hands?
You can.
Okay. I was hidden before, I imagine, so I would get
You are.
advantage.
Yep.
Nice hit.
15, and I've got to see if didn't have this person's details here because he's inside the coach. But no, of course, you attack the person inside the coach. And it does hit, and for 13 points of force. Yep.
Okay. That is awesome.
Yeah.
And then with my movement, I'm just going to move up here to the edge.
Yep.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Dandelion, what would you like to do? You've got 2 imps.
I
I will note.
take the
I will note that these are the missed damages. I'm going to post them down here because I thought they were actually done. That was one of the missed damages. As in the missed hit against you. That was the missed hit against Lucky.
All right, well, I'm still going to risk it. So I'm going to
Don't get hit.
Just warning
move
there.
onto the top of this cart by climbing here and then just jumping across onto this cart. And I want to grapple the Spine Devil.
Okay.
So I'll take the 2 attacks and hopefully I survive.
Okay. I did warn you. I tried to make it clear, but no, you.
I'm going to risk it. I want to get this thing.
No problem. 1, 2, a lot of dice, and that is 20, 22, 26 points of damage, I believe. No. 14 plus 12, 26.
26? Okay. So my steeder had 13. So
Yeah,
26.
and there is a DC. There's a Constitution save for half though. So just
Okay.
so it's the half the poison. So we'll see what the. That's a
didn't
success
roll
on one.
correctly.
Can we get another?
That didn't roll correctly.
It's still
It did
rolled a
equals
12,
two.
which is a pass.
All right.
And that's a fail. So you take 9 points of damage for the first one, and you take 12 points of damage for the second one. Are you still alive?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
No longer a spider.
No longer a spider.
But you did that. This was mid jump, so you're falling on.
Okay.
You're falling on the cart. Like you jumped where they attacked, and you transformed in the air, and you're falling onto the cart itself as a human. And can I get an athletics check for you, please, to try to not fall off it?
I mean, I can't. I wasn't jumping. I was moving across because if I jump, I move past it.
Oh,
'Cause I
okay.
was just going to move it past it. If it killed me, I was going to be there as a human.
Okay, no problem then. Yep. Okay, I can understand that. Yep. Gotcha. I understand where you went. I thought you were jumping over them. No. Okay. Yep. You can jump on.
Because if I jumped over them, I'd go directly over them. I can't like control how far I go with my.
Oh,
jump.
is it
I directly
only?
go to 60 feet?
Oh,
Yeah, I can only go 60 feet. It goes complete maximum.
that's amazing.
Unless
I
there's
love
an
it.
object in front of me.
I love it. Okay, so no problem. So you're on the cart. You're very much
and
hurt.
then I will use my bonus action to cast Misty Step to get to the Spine Devil, because that was just my movement to get over there, and then I took the attacks.
Yep.
And then action, I will use Primal Savagery and try to scratch this, whatever their hands are, and grab them. Grabbing
Okay.
stone. Hopefully it hits.
Wow. So
You don't take a lot
you
of
reached
damage, but
down with your acid dripping claws. Sorry, there's a delivery happening. Acid dripping claws, and you grab onto the hands of the person inside the coach. And there's going to be a strength check next round with there's going to be a strength check about like who's going to end up with the stone in whose hands. But you also do damage to that person too.
Yes.
So you do 8 points of damage.
This poor person's hands. First
Yes.
Eldritch Blast,
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast, and
Yeah.
now
And then acid.
acid.
Yep. And so you're grabbing onto this person's hands. They're still holding onto the stone, and as you like from the close up, I'll see if I can give you a handout of the vision of what you can see of this stone, of what it looks like.
A handout, you say?
That's really bad, but I'll pay it. But then again, I said it, so I should get it. I should get inspiration. Isn't that right? That's how it works.
No.
Yeah,
Yes.
Make a bad
yes.
pun.
yeah. Bad puns, I get inspiration.
Bad puns are inspiration every time.
I still haven't used my inspiration from the first time I got it. I should probably use that.
I do give it out quite freely, so people don't.
There's a strength check coming up.
People don't really get that I give it away really freely. So yeah. So I'm
I just
going
forgot I had
to jump through a few things really quickly, see if I can find the handout. Does it have a clean handout? It does not. So okay, it looks like a large piece of jade in like an oval form. It's about this big, and in like it's flat on the bottom, and the top is curved, almost like a small shield, like a small oval shield. But on the top part, it has 3 eyes in jade along the front, above each other. So it's 1, 2, 3 in a line, and it's probably
Would
the
this
best.
specifically count as seeing it up close within 30 feet at least once?
Yes.
Perfect. I have a spell for this. It's not prepared, but I will. In case we
Okay.
need it.
Okay. There's like, there's a lot of things about D20 which I don't know. Also, D&D which I don't know. So I was like,
I'm guessing locate object.
I'm guessing, yeah.
When it comes to spells, I have a pretty good idea.
You do. There's someone that does guides on spells like that. I don't know. So yes, you've got hold of it, and so there's going to be a strength check. You've caused your damage. It will do the strength check on the other person's turn, and because you've used all your actions and you've done damage to them. So I'm just trying to be a little bit fair there. You're currently just wrestling. Bella, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm going to go up to this corner. And I'm going to take out my short bow. Haven't used that in a while. And can I take out that imp? Attempt to hit it.
This one here?
Yeah.
Yep, you can attempt to hit it.
And since I was stealth, do I get advantage on
Advantage,
it?
yes, you do.
Not disadvantage, please.
Advantage, yes.
Okay. 21.
You add,
Okay.
you add your sneak attack if you have advantage.
Yep. So you do a sneak attack as well.
Forgot.
So sneak attack also just adds to piercing damage, doesn't it? Because that's the base
Yes.
damage of it.
Yeah, it adds to the base damage of the weapon.
If
It's 2d6.
there we go. So 7, 5 is what? 12?
12.
12.
Okay,
12.
I'm thinking. As you see the arrow or the bolt hit it, it seems to, like, it looks in your direction and just snarls and hisses and screams. But it also, you notice that the impact is not as solid as it should be. Far, like, certainly not as solid as it should be. As in if it may have a resistance to that damage. Hint, hint. So, but you have
I
done
don't
damage.
have any other type of damage.
That's good. It's okay. So, Lucky.
Okay. Oh, Spine Devil just went right beside me.
Yep. And well, the other Spine Devil is right next to Dandelion anyway,
Okay.
so he doesn't.
Well,
have to
the
do
first thing that's going to happen is those the Spine Devil and the Imp, they could swear they're so. Combat is very, very disorienting. Very disorienting.
mirror image. Yep.
But isn't it the Spine Devil's turn?
It is the Spine Devil's turn though.
Oh, go ahead.
Yep.
Jeez, I'm taking my spell back.
I'm taking my spell back. Oh well, yeah. Spine Devil on you. It comes down with these. It's not a trident, but it's almost a trident. It's a large fork with a very, very jagged.
A pitchfork.
Yeah, a pitchfork. And he attacks and misses, and he tries to bite you as well. And misses. Wow, someone is lucky. The other one who tries to attack Dandelion to help its master. Tries its fork. And again, misses. Come on. Why can't I kill these characters? Sorry,
Timora is with
harm
us.
the characters. But a 22 is certainly a hit.
Oh,
So 9 points of damage for Dandelion. Which you're not doing well.
I have 1 hit point.
I saw that. 2. There we go. Actually, something else happens. So we go back to... Move those out the way. So you also hear some rumblings in another part of the alley. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes. Yes.
It's our friendly dragon who's come to save us.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
The dragon's not allowed in the city, remember? And you haven't
But
built
he
your
is
temple.
omnipotent.
You haven't
Yes,
built
he
his
That
temple.
is true.
Yeah.
You didn't. You forgot about that, didn't you?
Okay. So you hear people rumbling like from this end of the alley, from behind these buildings here, and you hear a group of people chatting and arguing and yelling at each other. Put that there. I'll be nice for the moment. Okay, now the imps attack. Okay, and we're going to do one on Cassell. Okay. Would you like to do a poison save for Constitution to reduce some of that?
I don't need to. I'm unconscious.
Even with the poison?
I mean, I'm unconscious. There's no way I'm gonna keep my concentration. So
No. It's not a concentration. This is to half the damage on the poison, the 18 points of poison.
Oh no, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah,
I'll take that.
that's
No, he'll just take it.
I'll just take it. I didn't have advantage, so
okay. So that's wow,
27.
27.
So I'm unconscious.
Castle went unconscious.
Yep.
We've never seen that before.
You want me to just
It's
roll a
been a
straight
It's been a
while.
d20?
while. It has been a while. And the second one on Bella.
Karsh,
Yep. So
Oh
do you want me to roll a d20 to stay on the roof?
no!
I didn't ask for that.
All right.
And Bella.
Stop with the criticals.
Hi, I've been missing everybody else.
No, this is.
So this is my second critical. Bella, do you want to do your
34. Only 34 points of damage.
Well, it's less than that because you passed your poison saving throw.
3rd critical you created on me.
Did I crit on you as well? Okay, cool.
Yeah, you did.
22.
22 points of damage.
Okay, I'm okay.
There you go.
Good thing you got those
Bad
good berries.
You got the
Bad
good
imps.
berries. And Lucky, you feel the force. There's a great terror, like great pain in the force.
A disturbance, some
A
might say.
disturbance, you could say.
Oh, Tamora is crying. Why is she crying? Oh no. Oh boy. Whew, everyone is about to go down or has already gone down. And all the enemies are looking good. Well, that's not good. Okay. The first thing that happens is a bonus action. And this one is on Dandelion.
Sanctuary. Nice.
And then second one happens on this imp. This bad imp that did all this damage to my friends.
I know there was 2 of them did damage, but yes, Toll the Dead, yep. And Wisdom Sale on the Imp. Just checking immunities, that's all.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's good. Wisdom save.
Necrotic. Look for immunity to necrotic.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I figured.
So is it a pass?
No. That is a fail.
It's a fail. Do your damage.
Oh, no! No!
That's the second one you haven't done well for.
No!
Will the luck run out?
Yeah.
Just did.
That's what Castle said.
I have some ideas for a new character.
Oh, good. I'm trying to think of some myself.
Do I have anything else? No. Okay. That's it.
Okay. Dandelion, as you're wrestling from the hands inside the coach, you're leaning over, wrestling for the hands inside the coach, and the spine devil in front of you is attacking you. You notice out of the corner of your eye, the person on the front change form to that.
Bearded devil. I mean, I don't know what that is. But
No.
it has a weird beard.
No.
It couldn't be a devil that has a beard that's called the bearded devil.
No. So what we're going to do is the strength check as well.
Oh, God.
With the person that you're holding arms with. It doesn't attack, it just changes form.
You made that sound so friendly. The person you're holding arms with.
Exactly. Well, it is. So an opposed strength check. Ready?
Yep, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
Yes!
Oh, wait, I had a good pun, so can I use my inspiration too?
No.
No? Okay.
I thought you used your inspiration to bring in more enemies.
That's just one. Nick, you have the stone.
Yes.
Run!
Is that my turn yet? I'm grateful Castiel to make a death save.
So it's your go. You have the stone. There is 10 levers.
There's 10
Dis-
levers.
Engage.
Yes, Tyler. Thank you for the.
So, I do want to ask, if I move out of this space that I don't control the movement, like I don't move out of it, do they still get an attack opportunity or something? Like if something moves that I'm on, but it's not me moving out of my space.
No
Yes.
matter what you're moving. Yeah.
If it's voluntary, yes. But only if they make the save, because you have a sanctuary.
Okay. I'm going to use a first level spell to cast Speak with Animals, and I want to shout to the horses, run. Do I have to make an animal handling check?
Run, bolt, that
Look, the
animal
horses are gonna run way
handling,
faster than I can.
persuasion, or intimidation are all valid. I'll let you roll any one of them. I will also let anyone send some inspiration your way.
I got it.
Still?
I will sacrifice my inspiration.
So there's still the person on the front, which was the coachman, is no longer holding the rails. So the reins, and the person in the inside has let go. So you're going to still be the spine devil is going to move away because that's outside off the coach. The guard that's standing up, the spine devil, the bearded devil might have to or will have to do a check to stay on. But you still got the person inside.
Okay.
So that's what
I
I'm
basically
saying.
want to hold on to it, maybe?
Yep.
Because Yeah, and I just want to see if anybody else just falls off
Yeah.
as I tell the horses to run.
Yeah. So are you jumping off yourself, or are you trying to stay on?
I don't know, because you guys want me to get away? Because I'm trying to do that because I only have 1 hit point. Or should I get them away and then I'll stay with the spine devil?
That's what I'm saying. Is like you either jump off yourself. Well, God damn, that's such a loud. Wow, thank you, Lemix, for the thank you for the follow. Thanks for coming in. Wow, wow. Was that loud for you guys too?
It was loud.
I don't know why that was so loud, but thank you so much for the follow, Lemix. I say Lemix. Links. Yep. So yeah, that's the question. Are you trying to get the horses out, and whatever's on the coach or in the coach away from you, and you're still going to be with the spine devil? This isn't an action. This is just. Oh wait, no. Oh no, you're using Speak of Dead for an action. Yes, right.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that if one of them fails as they fall off, we're still gonna have to deal with them, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna still be surrounded. However, if they fall off and I'm still on it, I could probably get off at some point.
Yep.
And then I just have to deal with the one guy in front of me. So I'm gonna do that. I'm just stay on and just deal with the one guy in front of me.
Okay. So
Try to jump off at some point.
do your animal handling on everything else, or any one of them, and I believe Bozo was
With
giving you
advantage.
his inspiration
Yeah.
for advantage.
No.
But it's enough. I was going to say 10 because they are trained animals, and there's nothing at the reins.
Okay.
Yep.
Phew.
Yep. It wasn't going to be that hard because they're trained animals to accept commands and whatnot, and yep. And they start bolting. So let's do a check for the guard. For the bearded devil guard. Whoops. That's not. I clicked the wrong thing. That's not an attack. No.
Glaive.
Not. No. Not killing you yet. It's Dex. It's only going to have to be Dex. He's got no athletics. He's got nothing else. He falls off. So there you go. That's it. You're getting out there with the stone.
Mine. What type of horses are these?
Big
Like,
draft horses.
Draft horses.
Big draft horses. They look like they're well groomed and well maintained.
Cool. They have
but
40 foot of movement.
Yep. I'm just putting them there because that's like,
Okay.
yeah, they're leaving essentially.
I just want to make sure the spine devil can't like follow me, but it probably can't
Yeah.
because it can fly.
Well, that's also he fell off, so he's like tripped. So he's prone. So that's what it is. Oh, sorry, there was an imp, which wasn't actually there. But don't worry about that. And on the next round, which was the thing I was rolling for, this happens. As a gang moves out from the back alley, and they start yelling at everybody. Not at you guys, though. They're more concerned about the demons and the devils and whatnot here, and they actually start. They pull out weapons, and they start charging towards. But they're not going to get to anyone this round.
I mean, to be fair, if I saw demons and devils just on the street, I'd be concerned too.
Yeah. Yeah. So, reinforcements, guys. Reinforcements. And and that's where we're going to end. No, action. But as they come out, they start attacking. The imps disappear. The spine devils fly off, and even the guard turns himself into a just a normal looking guard as he runs out, as in he just looks like a normal person as he runs into the street and into a crowd and disappears. On the street, there's a lot of people around. It's crowded. You hear from the inside, "Give me that back," and you see a blade pop up through the top. Like as in through the top of what are you doing?
The top of the carriage?
Through the top of the carriage, a blade comes up, piercing the...
Alright. I will use my action to disengage from the guy inside the carriage.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully my one thing is still on me, Sanctuary.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to, at some point, find the cushiest area that I could keep off the running cart and run in the crowd.
Okay. So as you jump off the cart and try to run through the crowd, are you trying to run back to the people or just trying to get yourself lost away from everybody?
I want to get lost. I want to get hidden and lost. Because I don't know that the bandits are helping them.
Okay.
So I just want to get hidden and lost. I want no one to see me as best as I can. Okay. My crappy stealth rolls.
So one thing happens. Can I get a stealth roll, please, actually? Okay.
All right, so I imagine everyone's staring at me as I run away.
That's fitting. A 2 for your stealth is fitting for what's about to happen next. So the fight in the alley turns quickly, as I said, and soon after it turns quickly, you hear the guards come through the alley. So a large contingent of guards come into the alley, and they start arresting people. A lot of your helpers were able to flee. Some of them also get caught up in the net, and Dandelion, you're also arrested as well on the street with your failed sneak roll.
With that.
You're okay, which is good.
I'm okay with getting arrested.
Not many people are, but okay.
I'm so okay with getting arrested. I run towards the guards. That's what happened. I run immediately towards the guards. Help!
Okay. So are you going to fight against the guards, or are you going to go, yeah?
I'm running towards them to help me.
I'm asking everybody else. Are you going to... They blocked off the 2 main entrances. There's the side alley as well, which most of the bandits get through.
Here's what I want to know. Do we know where Dandelion went?
No, you don't. You know that Dandelion was on the cart, and you know that Dandelion... You think that Dandelion ordered the horses to run.
It sounded like horse neighing because I'm speaking in an animal.
Okay. If I don't... Yeah. In that case, I'm just going to try to disappear in the crowd.
Okay. Can I get a stealth roll to try to hide yourself?
You bet.
Okay. Let's see if we can do a guards. I will do just straight this. I doubt we're going to succeed here. So matched. So as the guards come in, Bella, are you going to try to stealth? Casselle's still unconscious.
Well, I was going to bring that up. I do have a healer's kit on me.
Takes time.
Yeah.
You have a good berry. You can feed him a good berry.
You do have a good berry,
get
though.
1 hit point.
Okay. I'll give him a good berry.
Yep.
Like, castle, castle, castle. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. I can't go back. I can't go back. I'm gonna get in a lot of trouble this time.
Yeah. So,
Okay, I'm at 1 hit point.
Your 1 hit point, awesome. So as you're feeding, and you can see the guards below you, and one of them does look up and says, "Hey, stop that! Get down here!"
I will.
Oh. Dandelion had advantage on that roll because she had Blessing of the Trickster.
That is correct.
Timora is blessing her. Or blessing them.
Mm-hmm.
Do
Okay,
it.
do a
Do
second
it.
stealth
Do it.
roll then.
Do it.
It's 15. It's better than it.
It is, but I still get to roll opposed.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can roll sucky.
I know, I can roll sucky. I can roll really badly. But I didn't.
Oh!
Same thing still happens. Same thing still happens.
Return.
So, Lucky, you see the guards essentially telling Cassell and Bella to get down. They seem quite adamant. And as you're going through the crowd, you can see Dandelion in the distance with some guards.
I mean, I'm glad my stealth is so low that you guys can still see me.
It actually works sometimes. It's really useful to have stealth really low.
Okay, I'm gonna tug on Castle, like, I can't go back, Castle.
Hide
There
in
is
his
a-
backpack.
All right, I'm going to.
There is a number of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up, kind of trying to place. I want to try and hide Bella behind me, and then I'm gonna be like, oh, the devil really put a number on me. You guys have a ladder or something? I don't want to bust a leg falling down.
We'll get you both down. And he starts ordering, you, get those boxes.
Castle, can we make a run for it?
I'll turn around. Like,
Someone get the Griffin Guard, see if there's any more.
go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off.
Do I see
I'll quick.
do I
just-
see this happening? I need to
You
know.
you see both happening. You see in the crowd, in the distance, Dandelion being led off, and you can see in the alley this happening. You're kind of in between both.
I because I have something I want to do.
Oh, here we go.
As Castle starts going down the ladder, in behind him comes that second halfling.
Invoke duplicity. I thought that was only you, but okay.
It is me.
Okay.
But a halfling starts following him down.
What? There was 3 of you. We only saw the girl. Who's this one? Come on, all of you, get down here now.
I'm gonna take off running like this way.
Girl? What do
I'm
you
gonna-
mean, girl?
I'm gonna kind of trip and pain as I twist my ankle.
Oh, the
No,
distraction.
what I want to do is try to get as far as I can out of sight, and then
Disguise self, yep.
Yeah.
You do see Griffin Guard. Like you see the Spine Devils flying. Like you can see them. They're off in the distance now. They're gone. But you see the Griffin Guard coming in from the other side. The Griffin Cavalry. So
Because my stealth is so low. Can Bella have seen me and come over to me and sleight of hand the stone off of me?
Can I potentially do that? I'm closer.
you can. It's going to be hard. As in, it will be hard because you're interfering with a prisoner. I will say this.
Well, you see, they see me following down Castle,
okay.
but they don't see me coming up to Dandelion.
No,
because...
two separate. I mean, we're totally two separate. As in, 100 meters away or 50 meters away is where Dandelion's been taken off with another set of guards, and this incident with Bella and Cassell is it's two separate. I'm going to
attempt to. So the duplicity follows Castle down, and I go over towards Dandelion.
Yep.
But now I look like a small child.
So as
what's going on?
As you look like a small child, you see other children.
You have a nice mask.
You see other children around as well playing, and they're looking at what's going on, and they're seeing whatnot.
What's going on, everyone?
You see that the guards have only taken Dandelion's weapons, and that's it. Nothing else.
I don't have any weapons.
You don't have any weapons?
I don't have any weapons. I just have my backpack with that healer kit.
Yeah. I'm going to attempt to bump into them.
There are other children around as well.
I see a 1. Oh, no. I see a 10. So 10 altogether.
That's a 1. Do you want to re-roll the 1?
Sure.
Isn't that what you can do? Because I've got to.
That is what I can do.
But
that's not my roll. My roll is. Oh no, it is 1. Okay. Yep. I can re-roll.
So on my screen, I've got a D21. So I'm just.
Yep. That's correct.
Was that the 1? Okay.
Yep.
I'm not really sure of that one.
No, nope. Got lucky.
Yep. So you think, oh, there's other children around, and you get the other children to like help you out and to
come around here,
to pester and to investigate and go, oh, I already did this and
I saw a toy.
And the other children help you distract a little bit, and you pick the pocket of the stone again, about so big. It's really strange. It feels almost sickly in your hands.
Ooh, sickly.
Yeah, but you quickly put it away and disappear into the crowd.
Okay, and Dandelion hears in their head, I got the stone. Meet you back at the tavern.
I nod. I noticed because my passive perception is 21 to try and shot at. But I nod like.
I know you didn't notice, but it's okay.
I nod anyway. It's like good plan.
My hands are very quick.
From these guys. Once I take a rest, I'll just sleep in the jail cell. It'll be fine.
Well, you won't be there long. You didn't do anything wrong.
That and they can't contain me unless they put me in a glass jar.
That's really sick.
That or an anti-magic field. Otherwise, I will be fine. There are ways.
Okay.
And the last thing you hear is, make sure Bella doesn't have to stay there.
I will try. I don't know where she is.
No. Make sure Bella doesn't have to stay there. I'm counting on you.
I nod.
Oh boy. So you're led away to a holding area, which you know where it is, and I'm sure Lucky's going to be following because hey, it's Bella's there as well.
At a distance.
At a distance. Yes.
Because I have the rock.
Yes. So I'm going to delete all the other things on my screen because there were so many. I've got to move to the next scene. We skipped a scene, but we did well. So I always said that we've got a courthouse, and that's where you're being held, at the courthouse.
Am I in holding? Can I look at my cell?
I'm just moving across. I'm just setting up my screen to move across. There we go. There we go. So if you don't know where you are, you're in this area here.
Is my cell airtight?
It is not airtight. But you know there's
Correct.
guards. There's quite a few guards.
That makes no difference. I will take a nice long rest in this cell. And then afterwards, that will make my escape plan.
Mhm.
Which I
So-
already have planned.
So I'm going to give you just light so you can see a little bit.
Uh-huh. Because I
Um,
imagine the guards are human, so they have torches and stuff.
yeah. I'm just going to do that 15 or PC just so you can have a little bit of sight. And for yours as well. But this feels familiar for you, Bella.
Actually, before any rest is taking place, I'll be pushing myself up to the whatever walls there are.
Mm-hmm. That's a back
And-
gate. A dock.
Oh, okay.
For,
And I'm going to be pushing out with my telepathy, trying to locate Bella.
yep. How far can you go with that?
30 feet.
It's not enough.
Okay. What's in front of me?
In front of you, it's a back loading dock where they load the prisoners from prisoner transports. So you know inside it's going to be like where it can fit a carriage, but there's guards on either side of you on the outside, and you know from your experience that there's going to be guards on the inside as well. A good guard
Okay,
presence.
I'm going to do something that no one has ever done before. I'm
Uh-oh.
going to attempt to smuggle myself into the prison.
Okay.
So if there's a cart going in, I'll attempt to pop it myself into it.
Okay. So how long are you going to wait for a cart to go in?
No more than an hour or so.
And what are you going to do in that hour's time?
I'm gonna just take a look around the outside and see what there is.
Okay. So you know there's a gate, a door there.
There's a door.
Yes.
Does it have a lock?
Yes, this is a courthouse. There's prisons.
Oh, well, well.
You also know there's a heavy guard presence.
Is anyone looking at me right now? How
This
about right
person to
now?
you. And again,
How about right now?
and then now not.
Oh, 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 oh!
The door doesn't unlock.
Oh no!
It is a
19?
courthouse. 19 is not enough.
Oh, oh my
I
god!
accidentally broke out.
That's a good lock.
Get back in there.
I was just facing my little cell, and I accidentally clicked out.
That's it. I'm going to set this map to clip then. That'll stop you from getting out. There you go.
Ooh.
That'll stop you from getting out. Now you're locked
Those
in
are
trouble.
Yeah.
good locks. I
So,
need to buy me some locks like that.
well, they're good quality because they're used to keep prisoners in and to keep
Yeah.
people like yourself out.
19 failed. Okay. Well, I'm stuck. So I wait for a cart to go in,
Okay.
however long that takes. And I'll rest in the meantime.
Yep. Okay. So, and how, like, what are you just resting, doing your short rest? Are you doing anything with that?
Yeah, well, it depends how long it is. But yeah, if it's more than an hour, it's a short rest.
Okay. It's going to be more than an hour. So you can do your short
Okay.
rest. Everyone inside can do
Okay.
your short rest. Which is not just it's not the short rest isn't getting all your hit points back. It's a lot less than that. I think it's
Yeah.
D4 plus some stuff.
Mainly, I
What's
get my
that?
channel divinity back.
Yeah, I
Don't
think
you
it's
just spend hit dice on a short rest?
we
Not-
changed
not
Where
with
we
the
did
house
that on
rules.
Longer.
yeah.
Mhm. Only
You
get
get
them on long
no
rest.
hit points back.
I assume they took all my equipment, so I don't have my
Right.
healer's kit to heal myself. So I just nap and get my wild shape back.
I'm just having a look on a healing check, and because you are injured, they will heal you. They'll do first aid. They'll do a healing check on you. As in they'll do some healing on you. Oops! Whoa! I just pressed the wrong button.
On
Hold on.
all of us, because
No,
all three of us were hurt.
yeah, on all three of you. Yep.
Oh, okay. I was going to say I'm not looking as bad as I was before.
Yeah. Oh, you want to hide the fact that you're hurt, or
No, I'm just letting you know. I'm not at 1 hit point anymore.
yeah? Okay. Yeah, you're on 5. Okay. So we're going to do. Where's my rolling thingies? So, things are so complicated. So for Bella, it's only first aid, so you get 8 back, which is actually maximum. Kasale 4 and 5 for our druid. There you go. So they make sure the prisons aren't going to die in the dock, because then you get the publicity, then you get all the bad media, and you get riots. It's just all bad. Especially those halflings, they keep on saying everything's racist.
Racist!
I don't know.
And
So,
I'm just against this gate right here.
yep. Every time,
Bella!
every time you get to the gate itself, they pull you back. And they keep on saying, "Please don't go to the gate, sir.
My
This is a
friend's
secure
in there.
location. There's a lot of criminals in there. Please don't go in.
She's my friend.
Then perhaps you should get better friends that are not criminals."
She didn't do anything. There were devils. Told everyone.
Right.
Castle! Dandelion!
What's wrong with
Lucky!
you? Have a heart. Bella.
It's small!
Okay.
Castle's not doing half bad.
Yeah, Dandelion's like, it's okay, Bella. Just take a rest. We need this break. I hope you deserve this break. Just
I don't-
chill out.
I
Everything
know!
will be all right.
And every time they let me go, I like get to the gate. I'm like, Bella, Bella.
They're gonna
I
put me
imagine
in the
you hear him.
sewer again! They're gonna make me work for the kobolds! I don't want to go down there again! I've been down there too many times!
She didn't do anything this time. This time.
The specificity of this time, right? Compared to the other times where she did do things, right? So after a couple of hours of waiting, and there's no more carts, and Lucky's still outside and just every time you move forward, he just pulls you back and puts his arms to stop you and going, "I said move back," and you keep on pushing it. But he's polite. He's not like he's letting you do it. He understands that he understands that you're traumatized at the moment.
She's my best friend.
So after a couple of hours of being in the dock, there's a guard approaches, and I'll just roll a d6 and see who he approaches. It can go really good or really badly. Okay. Well, we don't know if it's going good or badly, but you hear a quiet knock on your door, Cassell, from the outside.
I'll open him up and let him in.
Yeah, sure.
I was going to say barely indistinguishable, barely noticeable by Bella's screaming, but he doesn't open the door for you. But he says, I, I've got to tell you something. The the magistrate that's presiding, he's corrupt. It's not. You shouldn't be here today.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh, oof.
Oh no!
The magistrate. He just dies. The taxi kills him.
I think we have him back.
Yeah. He says, my name's Hasius
Okay, there you go.
or Hastus. Am I gone? Okay, I didn't say him like that.
Oh, you're back.
Yep.
You're back.
Yep.
Yeah.
But my name's, I can't even pronounce that.
Hyperion.
It's not Hyperion. Hysius.
There's a T in there.
I know. Hystus?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Hyastus.
That sounds good.
Hyastus.
Hyestus.
Hyastus. My name is Hyastus. If you have something, or if you have word or loved ones that I can get notice to, I can pass on a message to help you today. Have you got someone I can tell that you're in here?
Yeah, I'm in here. Passing a message on to someone out in the city.
Yes, I can get you a message to someone in the city, or give them something. I will say that all your weapons were taken. But they didn't.
Oh boy,
But other
there
than
goes my
that,
dagger.
but other than that, they haven't searched your bodies for anything other than weapons.
Did they search that flute?
No,
No,
they didn't
not my
find the
flute. Okay.
They didn't find the flute.
Okay.
Yeah, yep. All right. Yeah, I have a. If you could take my book back, that'd be. And there is a. I can only imagine there's one of two possibilities. One, there's a small, flashy-looking halfling running around, probably outside the courthouse.
You hear Bella, well, lucky.
If you see him, give him this book. If not, could you deliver it to my residence at Trollskull Manor? Insert address here.
Okay, and he takes the book,
Mm-hmm.
opens the slide and takes the book and closes it. I'll do this. And your friends?
What
Yep.
do I see when he opens up the slide?
Well, he sees hand.
Okay.
Like he's so. It looks like there's like. It looks like he's deliberately only reaching through. He's not standing back. He's not looking through. He's just putting a hand through. And even if you look out, there seems to be covering of the rest. Like
Human hand?
human hand. That's correct.
Okay.
Wizard claw.
You can do an investigation if you would like.
Oh, that's my speciality.
Ooh. Human hand, and as it closes, like it just reaches in, grabs, and comes back. It's like you see a residue on the inside of it, and it looks like it's got acid there.
Oh, it's got acid burn scars.
Cool.
On the hands and maybe claws. And he goes to the next door. And he knocks to Dandelion's door. And says,
Hello.
and goes to the same thing. And so the magistrate is the judge that's actually presiding today. He's corrupt. Is there anyone I can send a message to? Have you got something I can take to them? Like anything at all?
Could I roll insight?
You can roll insight.
Yeah.
21.
I
This is not going to be
stare
easy.
at this, I'm like,
This is not going to be easy. If I can get the couch sheet open. Oh, there it is, because it's down there. Okay. So there. Why do characters always have the really highest insight rolls? You can't deceive them. Although in this case, you don't hear anything untoward.
Okay.
Just, it seems concerned about your safety and about like trying to help you.
I nod my head and I'm like, I do have a message, but I don't know if we can get to him.
I can do what I can.
I
can
give
try.
a description of my contact that I've been communicating with my animals.
Yep.
And I tell him to tell him where I am and what has happened.
And is there anything I can send? Have you got anything valuable to pass on that you don't want in the hands of the?
I take legitimate. My good berry and I give it to him.
Okay.
I just give him my good berry because I don't have anything.
Okay. It seems legitimate.
Send him my best regards.
Same with Bella. Do you even answer the door with the knocking, with your hysteria?
Hello? Have you come to take me to the sewers? I didn't do anything this time.
Same thing. The magistrate, the judge, presiding today, he's corrupt. Is there any word I can give to someone, to send to someone to help you?
Corrupt, you say?
Maybe get
Does he take money?
Maybe get a lawyer. Yeah, maybe get a lawyer or someone to help you.
I don't know how to contact them. Where's Lucky?
Is
and
there
Castle? Are they okay? Are Dandelion and Castle alright?
There's other people here, but I don't know their names. Is there anyone I can, or is there anything I can send somewhere for you to get out of here? Like any token, anything you want safe from the city.
What do I have? What do I still have on me?
All they took is your weapons. That's it.
You still have a backpack and everything?
Even the stilts.
Sweet. I gave him a piece of chalk instead.
See, here's the thing.
The contact will know what this means.
Here's the thing. Here's a little problem. I have that necklace of fireballs on me.
Possibly.
Just explode. The door break us out.
I think that'd kill me.
Yep.
Yeah, you can kill all of us.
Very much.
But let me.
Yeah.
See, not all of us have high.
So,
I'm not even rolling.
Yeah, I know. You said I could trust you, right?
Yes. I just want to help those. I've worked in the guard for many years. I've seen too many people go away that have been innocent, or get too harsh at crimes.
All right. Could you give this to my friend Lucky?
Is he the one outside that looks flashy?
Yeah, he wears a blue hat. He's very lucky.
Yeah. Well, he didn't know his name, but Cassell did describe him, and most likely he's going to be outside. Okay. So
I give that to him.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So about half an hour later, Lucky, you're still not. You're still not. What is it? You still haven't gotten away in, and you still. I'm assuming you're still screaming. You're still trying to advance. You're still.
It is
Can I say
unlikely
something?
that I'll give up. Yep.
After having a short rest, could I turn into a small flea and go out through whatever crack is in the door?
Are you able to turn into something so small?
I can turn into things, whatever animal I can see. I can see fleas. I can't turn into anything I can't see.
Isn't a flea an insect?
Yeah, it's an animal.
No.
Insects are animals.
Okay, I'll just... In D&D, often insects are separated. But, yeah.
No, it's a beast. All insects are beasts. It just doesn't have a sheet because it's not a combat creature,
No problem.
obviously. So what I wanted to do is I want to turn into a flea and hop onto that dude's shoulder and have him carry me, because fleas do not like travel very far on their own.
Okay, yep.
They're transport creatures.
So, you're on this person, and he seems to be walking around he seems to be walking around the place without any major issue, as in no one's going to be accosting him. And so what we're going to do is... So just changing something here. No, that's good. Cancel. So you're on him, and I'm going to bring you with him as a part of his character.
I just want to use him as a transport to get outside.
Yep, and it's exactly what he's doing. He's walking through. He walks through this door here. He walks through this door here. He's got keys. You see a dead body
Oh god.
right on the bench here. He does nothing. He walks outside. He pulls
I get scared.
He pulls out a necklace of fireballs, and he throws it at Lucky. And there's guards there. Can someone do the rolls for me? Because I don't have the keyed in. I think Trent
Bella.
or Bella had the roll.
For a necklace of fireballs. Yes.
Yep.
Hang on. There it is.
He also drops a book, which he just discards.
There it is.
I'll make a new one. I don't care.
He doesn't care about the book, but the necklace of fireballs and the description and the fact that he just... and everyone hears a big explosion outside.
Bella's heart drops.
Whoa! I just clicked across to the... Hello, Scorched Dice. Thank you for raiding. Thanks for coming in. I recognise that. I know who Scorched Dice is. Thank you so much for coming in. So we've just had our group give a guard a necklace of fireballs, a description of the person with an item that the person wants. Dandelion, our druid, transformed to a flea to jump onto the said guard, who then walked out of the courthouse, past a dead guard in the back of the courthouse, walked outside and threw a fireball, which just did 29 points of fire damage. Lucky, would you like to do a saving throw?
Okay, so although Lucky is called Lucky, I have rolled shit on every hit point roll in this entire game. So if I fail this roll, not only will I be unconscious, I'll be dead. If I make this roll, I'll only be unconscious. So
I still have an inspiration.
so if I fail this roll, Lucky is dead.
Do you want to give that inspiration?
Yes, please.
You have advantage on the roll, Lucky.
All right, here it is.
You pass.
I am not dead. I am very, very unconscious. Like, really unconscious.
And the two guards are dead.
I'm imagining the DC on that is actually 15.
I think they're a little bit lower because it's a magical item, but it could be 15. It's been a while since I read it, but yeah.
I'm looking it up.
Either way, you pass. The two guards, even if they pass their saving throw, are dead. The back gate flies open, knocking the other guards down. You hear this
The save DC
explosion.
is 15.
The DC is 15.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is.
Very,
Lucky.
very, very lucky. I would have been commissioning artwork for people for a new character. But yes, and so Dandelion, what are you doing?
I am frozen in shock. And I'm not going to turn out of my person form. I'm going to stay as a flea.
Yep.
And I'm just like clinging to this guy's cloak. Like, please don't.
He calmly walks over, searches Lucky, gets the Stone of Galore, and walks off. And as he's walking off, his form changes into just a normal individual walking through the street. Running, well, not walking in the street, but running through the street in panic of the big fire explosion that's just happened.
Cool. I have 2 hours. 4 hours. If I use both of my wild shapes, I'm going to stay on this dude until I find out where he's
Where
delivering
he's coming
this
from.
thing. And between those 4 hours, I'm going to find an area to escape as a flea
Onto
and just
something else.
pray that somebody saves Lucky within that span time. Because
Okay.
I don't want to die from this guy because I only have 6 hit points.
Yep. So what
I'm
happens
gonna
in
gather
the,
as much information.
Yep. So what happens in the courthouse is this. You hear this massive explosion. You hear screams. You hear yelling. Outside, there's panic on the streets because it is backing onto the streets. There's people running and yelling and screaming. You hear guards running through the rooms. You can't see this all, but you can hear so much. You can hear that someone's attacked the courthouse. Someone's used magic on the courthouse. There's been mention of fireball thrown at the courthouse. How do you feel, Bella? Just after you've given someone, a total stranger, your necklace
think
of
that says it
fireballs.
all.
Did anyone get to Lucky in time?
If they're nice enough to heal their prisoners, they're totally going to be nice enough to heal Lucky. Lucky doesn't die. The two other guards are absolutely obliterated. They don't even have enough hit points, even if they passed, to not be totally dead outright. There's guards everywhere, and everything is chaos. And later that afternoon, in about an hour's time, the two of you are up in front of the magistrate. And the magistrate is not corrupt. The magistrate says that someone has stolen all the evidence against you, and you are free to go. But please do not run through the streets over rooftops and attack people on the streets. Your weapons are being confiscated. You will not get them back as a precaution, just in case.
I still get my gold, right? Back.
Yes, you get your gold. You get everything
Okay,
back.
cool, I can buy
It's
some
just
more.
your weapons.
Cool, I can
It's
buy some
just
more.
your weapons. And Lucky, although you wake up in the prison, there's actually people around you tending to your wounds.
Ooh, that was something.
But your feather is destroyed.
No!
The beautiful feather on your hat is destroyed in the explosion.
And has our swords.
Oh, my feather!
And you might actually need another hat.
My hat! My hat!
Darda's sword
It'll
is a
take-
really nice hat.
It'll take a while for the eyebrows to grow back.
Grow back.
Pretty much everything to grow back. Yep, we've got a bald Lucky.
Well, I think the eyebrows might not be as hurt as I thought they were.
He's already healing himself. So you start with essentially 1, and you get yourself another 16.
Yep.
As you start healing yourself, the people around you caring for you actually try to stop you and says, "You're not allowed to cast in here. You're not allowed to use magic. This is the courthouse."
What?
And it doesn't actually stop you, but they're telling you that you're casting magic.
Huh? No, I didn't feel cold. And I didn't feel my fingers burning.
Magic?
I didn't feel death falling down through my face. I know everything about casting.
Everything about casting. Okay. So I think we'll leave it here without knowing exactly where to go, like where the flea ends up on their journey. On the upside, the person actually travelling is good enough to actually jump into a carriage, which speeds up that journey. So you're going to get there in time, but only because of who that person is. Otherwise, if the person was just walking, you would have turned up somewhere else. But I think that's a suitable place to finish. You have lost the Stone of Galore. You had it for only 2 hours, maybe 3. You didn't attune yourself to it. Which is what I was asking, what are you doing in that break? You've got like an hour, you've got like 2 hours. No! You didn't attune yourself. You had the opportunity.
Lost a necklace of fireballs too.
You didn't lose it. You gave it away, and it was used. Hey, it blew up a courthouse. How awesome is that?
So on my way out, do I manage to get my book then?
You see it laying in the trash.
You see it
If
laying
not,
in the
I
trash.
mean, I'm just wondering. If
Yes.
not, I just make a one.
Yeah.
Do I get it?
Yes.
Okay.
Has it got your name in it? Because it would be turned to.
No, there's actually nothing in it. It's just an empty book.
Okay. Okay.
It's a blank diary.
Yeah. If it's an empty book, it won't be. Like, if it had your name in it, it would be returned. But if it didn't have your name in it, no.
I've been writing in it with lemon juice this whole time.
Oh, secret school stuff, society stuff. Damn. So yeah, I think that went well. What do you think?
I think that was a lot of close, dangerous calls.
Yeah. I made a saving throw not to die.
So the castle.
That was my
No.
first saving throw not to die this campaign.
I was one roll away from dying. I didn't actually roll the die.
That was scarier than Manchun. Or no, what's his name?
I am sorry that those first attacks with the imps didn't actually come up on the screen, but they were massive damage. I didn't know how much damage they're supposed to be until I saw this. Like, whoa, that's so much. And then, of course, 3 criticals in a row. But great idea jumping onto the...
The first guy it was scarier than Maloon. The first guy we encountered.
Oh yeah, Maloon was scary, but this was a bit more... This is a bit more fun.
It's only
And
one.
this means stop. That
Yeah.
if we learn anything over this entire session, this means stop.
Stop.
Means don't push him off of the I thought you meant like
Don't
push him.
push
I
him.
was like, okay, I'll push him.
Stop on everything. Everything.
Push him.
You want me to push him.
Yeah. Push?
Yeah.
No.
That guy got so little damage from the fall from that one as well. He only got 8 points of damage from a 3/4.
No, it was perfect. It was like, you're gonna give the stone to Lucky? Give it to the devils.
Well, actually, the devils would have taken it from him. The devils would have wrestled it from him. But yeah, it was perfect. It was like, for me, like the venture train actually goes on an arc.
No!
And if you got the stone on the very, very first instance of that arc, I'm like, shit, now what? But you pushed him off. Thank
That is
you.
probably wanted you to consider.
But you pushed him off and it's like, thank you. That helped. I will say you did bypass one of the parts in the arc because you got your hands on the Stone of Galore. I think you bypassed 2 sections of it because you got your hands on it, which was great. But yeah, the idea is that you're pretty much always going to end up in the courthouse. And it works with Lucky having the stone outside as well, because the guy's trying to get it from anyone inside. And it's like, oh, yeah, okay, you tell me who the guy is, and none of yous have it, so he must have it. It kind of worked. But you will know where he ends up. So you'll know where the next branch is. So it's really good to be...
And I can specifically locate the stone within 1,000 feet.
1,000 feet? Wow,
Yep,
I think that's better than... I think that's better
it
than
is.
Nimblewright locator. I think that's double the Nimblewright locator.
Of course.
It was only 500 feet, I think.
Yeah,
Yep, 1,000 feet.
1,000
Yeah, 1,000 feet.
Awesome, works. And so I think we'll end up there. Do you want to do our outros? Who wants to go first? Who wants to do the talkies?
First. I went first last time. I'm Trey Monk, and thank you very much. And I'll see you next week.
And nothing else? Okay, check him out at the Trent Monk's Temple as well. He does lots of stuff on YouTube. Great guides, very well thought out. Yeah. Anyone else?
I am Marissa May. You can find me at Twitter where I draw stuff.
Am I going to have to do this for everybody? And you can check out Osame Arts, which is what for amazing, colourful, very cutesy artwork as well. And Bozo?
Hey, I'm Bozo. I don't do anything online because I'm a college student.
And an intern student thingy.
Yes.
I don't get interns, but yeah, we discussed this earlier off screen. We have minimum wages and stuff. And Nick?
I am Nick. I am a college student, but I still have hobbies. You can find me on Twitter at fartsamart. And currently I am following Distracted Elf on Twitch. She is playing this Neverwinter Nights RP set in Ravenloft, which is pretty cool. I've been watching that. It's like a game that you can join. It's like an MMO.
Yeah, Distracted Elf is amazing. I've watched her role-playing stuff for years. Just don't watch... I'm just, like, for you guys here, just don't watch her Waterdeep Dragon Heist thing until after we're finished. We're almost there. Because there is going to be spoilers. So please don't. You can watch the Mad Mage stuff. They're doing Mad Mage these days. But not this week.
Or better yet, their
Yeah.
troll one with Ishi.
Yes, all Ishi the kobold. And my name is Castle Goblin. We do live role playing here. This is the Goblin Cave. You can check us out at Goblin Cave RPG on YouTube for our previous stuff, and on Twitter Goblin_Cave. And we're going to be doing a bit more Let's Plays and having a bit more fun with that. And for Scorched Earth, please check the Scorched Dice, because they do amazing role-playing stuff. They rated us with 6 people, and as a thank you for that, I'm just doing this because I think her stuff's awesome as well. And I think she's already gone, but at least she'll have that when she comes back. So yeah, Scorched Dice do a lot of amazing stuff, and follow her on Twitter as well. I think it's also on Scorched Dice, because yeah, just amazing role-playing stuff too. So we're going to head out. We're going to do our credits roll. I'm going to do the sounds that we didn't get to hear, because, well, we missed one sound set and I liked it. So we're going to do that for the credits roll. So we'll see you next week. We're going to upload this one. We didn't upload last week, so if you were here live last week, you're the only people to see that episode. That's it. That's it. That's why you got to be here live. Really important. In case...
Secrets.
Yeah, secrets. So everyone, bye!